Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, December 18th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Art of Sport LA Bowl hosted by Gronk. Number 24, UNLV Rebels versus the California Golden Bears. We just got done with the Boca Raton Bowl. James Madison, congratulations on your first bowl win against Western Kentucky. Now, we should have a pretty good one here with Cal and UNLV. Kickoff will be here in just a couple minutes. And then as we get further into the week, we got a lot, obviously, on the schedule. We'll be shooting for 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 overall, 100 in the donos on every single stream. But we'll be doing the Broncos visiting the Chargers tomorrow for Thursday Night Football. And then we're going to get a few days in a row of the college football playoff. Can't wait for that. Number 10, Indiana versus number 7, Notre Dame on Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific, after Thursday Night Football with the Broncos and the Chargers. And then a really good one, obviously, on Saturday night, number 9, Tennessee versus number 8, Ohio State at 5 o'clock Pacific. So I'm very excited to be able to get these bowl games started, obviously with last night's matchup, and now we're here with Cal and UNLV, and I can't wait to be able to see what we're going to get here tonight, tomorrow, and then as we transition into the college football playoff. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, baby. Had to hit you with that California night scenery, sunset background. Number 24, UNLV Rebels versus California Golden Bears. Let's go, baby. Hosted by Gronk. And, I like Gronk's energy. I know a lot of people maybe, didn't really like Brady and Gronk when they were on the Pats. Maybe you felt a little bit differently when they went to the Buccaneers, maybe seemed a little bit more likable, but besides Gronk, just being a partier and sometimes a goofball, he's super entertaining. And again, I don't really know what we're going to get from Gronk in this particular matchup, if he's going to be doing the sideline interviews. I know that all the players met up with him, obviously, prior to kickoff. And when they visited the stadium, they took photos with him, kind of interacted with him. And usually they're going to end up having certain individuals kind of linked with some of these games. But I'm kind of excited to see what Gronk is going to bring to the broadcast. And again, he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I get it. He definitely is a little bit out there, but besides being a party animal, he definitely brings the energy, and I can respect that. I like high energy people, and Gronk is definitely one of those. Absolutely. Big win for JMU. STL in the building. What's good? Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets cut. Obviously had some issues with PTSD with the shooting. Obviously finds a new home in Nolens, and maybe this will be a rebirth in his career. We'll be able to wait and see how that transition works out for the Saints. They could always use another individual at running back. Let's go, baby. Daniel in the building. What's good? Sarah in the building. What's good? Let's get it, baby. Well, tough day at work. Hopefully this will be a nice, kind of wind down, kind of nightcap where we can enjoy some college football together. And hopefully this will be entertaining as yesterday's matchup. And, even though a lot of people may not really care about some of these like lower ranked teams or unranked teams, they put on a great show. I mean, it was a little slow yesterday for me and Sarah doing Memphis and West Virginia. They were up 17-0, right? But again, West Virginia didn't give up. They fought back and ended up scoring 37, almost all unanswered. Yeah, Memphis ended up having just enough to win the game, 42-37. But when you start off a game at 17-0, you're thinking to yourself, oh, fuck. Is it going to be one of these games where we're going to end up getting like a 42-3 kind of game or 42-6? And again, I still would have, streamed the game from beginning to end, but I want to be entertained while I'm calling these games. I want to learn about some new talent. I want to be able to catch up on some of the guys that I've heard of earlier in the year and see how they look in these bowl games. And it's always nice to be able to finish the season strong. And again, 10-3 UNLV, 6-6 Cal. Yesterday's matchup was 10-2 Memphis, 6-6 West Virginia, right? So you think, oh, the team that is like 500, they have no chance. Well, West Virginia, only 6-6, just like California here tonight. They lost only by 5 and being down 17. So don't be surprised if Cal, ends up, bringing some energy. Now, I don't think that they'll be able to win the game. It'll be kind of like Memphis. You may get out to an early lead, UNLV, and then Cal will kind of fight back. But you never know. Every once in a while, you will get an upset in a bowl game where a lower-ranked team in the top 25 gets beat. Not sure if it's going to happen here today, but hopefully we get entertained here on this Wednesday evening. And then we got Broncos and Chargers tomorrow. Super excited about that. The battle of the Oregon quarterbacks, Bo Nix and Justin Herbert. Sign me up. Yes, please. And then we get into Indiana, Notre Dame. I assume Notre Dame will win that. And then we got a great triple header on Saturday, but we're only going to stream Tennessee and Ohio State since I can, spend some time with Paisley. But you best believe I'm going to wake up super early on Saturday, take a walk with Paisley, probably at 6 or 7 a.m. That way I can settle in and get very excited and ready for those early matchups at 9 a.m. And that's going to end up starting off our weekend. SMU versus Penn State. I imagine Penn State will win pretty easily, but it should be fun. Clemson at Texas, same thing. I assume Texas will be able to find a way at 1 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, number 9, Tennessee, and number 8, Ohio State, all three for the college football playoff. Let's go, baby. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do help us get to 10 within the first hour. And again, once we get to that number sooner than later, then it'll help us get into the algorithm. And hopefully we can end up getting a little bit of a boost. Let's get it, baby. All right, here we go. We're already getting into it. I love it. Yeah, you weren't here in the stream yesterday. We went over a lot of the things that you're mentioning here today about some of the new hires, but not all of them. Like I said, you're, definitely tapping into some of the names that we didn't go in, but there's a few. We definitely mentioned and went over Scott Frost. There's Gronk on the screen, and obviously the winner will end up getting this insanely large and in charge championship belt as part of the process of winning this particular matchup. All right, let me get all my screens lined up here for stats and the volume. All right, here we go. Artist Sport LA Bowl, baby. Let's get it. And I was watching a little bit of AEW as well, but now I got to be able to transition here into the Capital One Bowl Mania. 6-6 California versus number 24 UNLV Rebels. Let's go. It's like Cal's about to march onto the field here at SoFi. And I looked and looked and looked to see if I could find a better background. And I like this one, but it took me about, 15 to 20 different photos, because I didn't really want to use a Rams background. I didn't really want to use a Chargers background, and I didn't want to use just some random football field. So I figured this is pretty much the best one that I could come up with, for this particular matchup, and I think it turned out pretty good. Same thing with the thumb. Captain in the building, what's good? Let's get it, baby. Art of Sport LA Bowl hosted by Gronk, number 24 UNLV versus unranked Cal. Let's get it, baby. I'm ready. And again, it's not like we have a whole lot going on in the sport world. I know the Blazers are playing the Nuggets in about an hour. Of course, I'll tap in, probably watch them get their ass kicked by 20 or 30, but I'm definitely excited about this bowl game. And you never know, about these two particular teams. Obviously, we ended up doing this matchup with UNLV and Boise State, where UNLV got their ass kicked. But one player to keep an eye on is stud wide receiver Ricky White III, number 11. And he's a senior. Obviously, a 6'1", 190. He's a stud. And again, he didn't really get a chance to get going against Boise State because we know that Ashton Genty and Boise State are the real deal. I mean, they only really lost one game all year, 3 points to Oregon, and UNLV couldn't really get on track, but they've had a good season. Obviously 10 wins, 3 losses, but we'll see if Cal can bring that energy here today. And thank you to the two of you to get us started off on a good note. Thank you so much. $10 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Michael Penix Jr. getting that start for the Falcons and the new quarterback for Atlanta moving forward. Fuck yeah, baby. Let's go. And we mentioned that yesterday. Captain, you and Matt were MIA yesterday. You guys were probably busy working or doing your own thing, but we're very happy that you are here today. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Let me know what you want to see for photos. If you want Michael Penix Jr., I got you. We did that for Reflect yesterday as well. $10 holla. Thank you so much. STL with a $5. Let's go, baby. I appreciate it. And STL, you know, he's making a little bit more money on Amazon during the holidays, so he's able to support the channel a little bit more frequently, and I appreciate it. For some people, they think, $5 is nothing, but it does all add up, and it matters. So I appreciate you in the last 3 days of helping out with some donos. You know, it doesn't matter if it's $1, $5, $10 or more. Every dollar counts. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $5 holla. We're at 15. 85 to go to hit the goal. Thank you guys so much getting us off to a good start. And let me know what kind of photos the two of you want, and I'll sprinkle those in here within the broadcast. Let's go. Yeah, he's a stud, man. That's why I put him on the thumb. Good choice. It's still weird to hear about Pac-12 teams in different conferences. It's still so odd to me. You know, it almost doesn't even seem real that Oregon is in the Big Ten and Washington and USC and UCLA, and then you got like Cal and Stanford in the ACC. You got Arizona State and Utah in the Big 12. It's just a clusterfuck of a mess. You know, you still got the Cougars and the Beavers still there from Oregon State and Washington State. But man, it just feels a little weird. You know, I'm starting to kind of get used to the idea of all this transition, but you know, it is what it is. Tried getting a few more photos transitioned over, but it was being a little difficult. But I can get at least one more, and then if you want another player or another individual, you let me know, but I got you. Let's go, baby. Jarvis and an LSU, I got you. All right, here we go. Cal kick off, and it goes over the head of UNLV, starting off here at the 20. Appreciate you guys. Jarvis Landry back in that same era with Odell. All right, first down and 10. Hand off up the gut. Five and a half yards off that first carry. Man in motion, shotgun set. Handoff right up the gut again on back-to-back plays. Close to the marker. but still a few yards off. Third down. Oh, they're not even going to have Ricky White the third play? You got to be kidding me. Oh, De Jesus is going to have to step up then. I figured he was playing. I wonder if it's an injury or if it's just, trying to keep himself healthy for possibly the NFL. Big stop by Cal. Now, if he's not playing, I think Cal's got definitely a much better chance to keep it more competitive here tonight. I did not know that he was not going to be suiting up today. That's unfortunate. Little Odell, little Jarvis. I got a couple more here. UNLV with the punt. I mean, come on, my guy. We got to have one of the best players playing. It's the bowl game. But again, some players choose to play. Some opt to sit out for different reasons. Sometimes injuries. Sometimes the chance of possibly getting injured and you're going to be going into the NFL and whatnot. But we'll see how the game plays out with one of the top guys for UNLV on the sideline. All right, let's see what Cal can do here on their first drive. First down and 10. Handoff right up the gut, mirroring exactly what UNLV did on their drive. A few yards, couple yards for that first play. Second down and long. Shotgun set. Little fake bubble screen, and UNLV sniffs that out. Second down and 6, and then they lose a yard. Third down and 5. Harris, not a whole lot of room for the Golden Bears. And once we get into a commercial break, we'll see what other photos I can come up with for you guys. Nice. Well, you work hard, you get rewarded for it, right? You work hard at Amazon, make a few extra dollars, get yourself a nice PS5 to celebrate your hard work. Awesome. Harris, floater, first down, Golden Bears. Move the chains, but there's a flag on the play. Looks like it might be a hold on Cal. Holding. Offensive line, number 66. Bring it back. And I imagine it'll be a few drives before we get points, just for these teams to kind of feel each other out and see how they play, if they're going to play man or zone, and how aggressive they're going to be, in the run game, and obviously with their pass defense, if they play man or zone, or a combination of the two. Art of Sport LA Bowl, Cal, UNLV. Let's go, baby. Third down and 17, third and long, third and a billion. See what they get here. Shotgun set. Harris. Little tunnel screen for fucking nothing. I mean, we're talking a couple. Big defensive stop by UNLV. I see you. Yeah. And also, they looked really bad when we ended up doing the Boise State game. They just got absolutely obliterated, from not just on Genty's side, but in the passing game as well. So this will be a little bit easier of an opponent than Boise State and Ashton Genty. So, even though one team is 10-3, and that's kind of reeling at the end of the year, but started off kind of strong, and then Cal obviously being 6-6, no one really giving them a chance in the matchup. Just like in last night's bowl game where we did Memphis and West Virginia, and they even got down 17-0. West Virginia did, but they fought back, almost 37 unanswered. Don't know if we're going to get that high of scoring of an affair here tonight, but I'm hoping that we can get in the high 20s or in the mid 30s at the very least, if possible. Absolutely, bro. You got to treat yourself. Running into the kicker. They declined that penalty. right, let me try to get a few more photos for you as we transition into the commercial. But I was really, I mean, this is the reason why he was on the thumb, and this is the reason why, I really wanted to tap in to see if he could actually break out, since when they played Boise State, he was limited. And I thought, oh, wow, this could be a real opportunity for Ricky White III, but unfortunately on the sideline, but someone else will hopefully step up. And if there's anything else that you want, I'm going to throw up some Michael Penix Jr. for you, Captain. Obviously, that's a exciting time for him to be able to finally get his first start. And not only that, next weekend on Sunday Night Football, right, you're going to get Jaden Daniels going against Michael Penix Jr. So we're actually going to get the matchup of a rookie and a rookie before the season ends, which is pretty cool. Seeing if I can find another Landry that will fit. Appreciate you. But I'm super, super excited. I mean, even though he's in my division and I'm going to have to deal with that, for a long, long time, very, very exciting to be able to, see him get a chance to go out there and prove that he can do it in this league. Let's get it. And I definitely feel he's still on the same kind of level as Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. I mean, if you watch college football last year and paid any attention in the last couple of years, actually, again, we haven't really seen a smooth lefty like this since maybe Michael Vick. And to me, he's a hell of a lot better than Tua. Tua is very erratic to me, and again, if Tua didn't have a great supporting cast around him, we wouldn't even be talking about him. But I think with Michael Penix Jr., he could do it with a lot of talent, with minimal talent, but it definitely helps Kyle Pitts, right? Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Bijan Robinson, a good offensive line, a improved defense. So I'm excited. Jesse Bates III is one of my favorite players on that D. And now, with Michael Penix Jr. waiting in the wings, now maybe the Atlanta Falcons can get a little hot. And if they don't make the playoffs this year and Tampa wins it 4 years in a row in the NFC South, you think that next year or the year after, at some point, Atlanta will win the NFC South. Just got to slowly but surely kind of build that roster. Maybe get a new coach as well. I just don't think Raheem is it. But again, we'll see. Appreciate you. Pre-snap penalty on UNLV. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Help us get to 20 so that way we can hit that algorithm, and we're at 15, 85 to go. So this is the schedule that I'm going to be doing. And again, if I didn't have Paisley, I would probably do, more 2 streams in one day, but it definitely gets exhausting. I mean, even back in the day, I used to do 3, where I would do a morning game, an afternoon game, and Sunday Night Football. But obviously we're doing Cal UNLV today. And then tomorrow, we're going to end up doing the Broncos and the Chargers, Bo Nix, Justin Herbert. Then on Friday, we're going to do Indiana and Notre Dame for the college football playoff, and that'll be fantastic. And then on Saturday, I'm going to do the late game, and I think the best game, which will end up being Tennessee and Ohio State. But I will watch SMU and Penn State at 9 a.m. and Clemson and Texas at 1. But I feel that Ohio State, Tennessee, is the most intriguing matchup. Even though I think all of them are going to be good. Same thing with Notre Dame and Indiana, pretty intriguing matchup. But I got Notre Dame and Ohio State winning. But again, you never know. There might be an upset at some point that we get on upset alert. Nice catch there. He tries to hurdle him, and then he gets taken down. Spine buster by Cal. Woo! Okay. Locked in his inner Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart. I love it. Not everyone can be like Saquon and try to reverse hurdle or just hurdle someone in general. 3rd down and 10. Floater. Going deep, got a man. Oh, good coverage. Incomplete. Okay, Cal. I think this is going to actually be a much more competitive than I initially thought. Like I thought, yesterday Memphis is going to beat the brakes off of West Virginia. Started off 17-0, kind of let the foot off the gas. West Virginia's quarterback got hot. Garrett Green, ran for like a 50-plus yard touchdown. Then I knew that they were ready to compete, and they did. But in this one, looks like it's going to be more than likely a little bit lower scoring, but I think it'll end up being a close matchup. At least so far, it looks like it will be. Good special teams there by the Runnin' Rebels. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do those NFL. And a lot of times I'm going to choose, games that are on later because I just feel like if I end up doing a game on a stream at 9 a.m., how many people are going to show up at 9 a.m.? And let alone how many people are going to support me at 9 a.m.? Like, is the first thing that they're going to do is, wipe the crust out of their eyes and then all of a sudden donate, to me and my channel and Paisley? Probably not, but sometimes if the matchup is good enough, like Indiana and Ohio State at 9 a.m., I did that. Even knowing that maybe I would hit a very minimal number and I might not be able to get as many likes or views because it's early in the morning. Obviously, it'll be early for us here on the West Coast, but even a 9 a.m. stream is 11 in the Midwest and noon in the East Coast, so it's not really that bad. But normally, I'm going to prefer to do streams at 5 p.m. Pacific or later. I feel like 5 to 6 is like perfect. But then if I do Mariners, sometimes the games are going to be on at 7, and it is what it is. The people on the East Coast, I don't assume that they're going to hang with me the whole way through because by the time the game is over for the Mariners, it might be like 1 a.m. for them, unless you are an OG and you really love me and the channel and you want to hang out and whatnot. But I figured that those would be the best to do. This one, right? We did yesterday with obviously Memphis and West Virginia. So I'm showing y'all we're doing bowl games as well. Boom, Broncos and Chargers should be fucking really entertaining. Both teams could be in the playoffs, and there'll be some, Oregon versus Oregon rivalry for the very first time. Pretty cool. Knicks versus Herbert. Can't wait for that. Both got good defenses. So Nick Bonito, that's my guy. I love to be able to see what he can do. He's balling out of control. And then obviously transitioning into Indiana, Notre Dame, and then Tennessee, Ohio State. I'm super excited. And again, I feel like college football has been better than the NFL this year. And then just for the fact that when we had a lot of maybe bad matchups during the regular season, ranked team versus unranked team, and now we have the college football playoffs at the end, I feel like we're kind of getting a get back, like a makeup. So like all the bullshit, weeks that we had early in the season where we had one really good team against a bullshit team, now we have this college football playoff, and we're going to get many, many extra games that have significance and that mean something, and ultimately it'll end up leading to a brand new college football champion, and it's going to be like that almost every year. Like you don't really know what's going to happen, and obviously Oregon and Texas are the new super teams that took over for Bama and took over for Michigan. But at some point, you would assume Bama and Michigan will be back, if they have the right coach, whether it's now or later, and if they end up hitting that recruiting trail, NIL money, transfer portal, and everything else. But, I'm definitely excited for our opportunity this year. Go Ducks. And I hope that we go all the way. We got to, put our heads down and go undefeated the whole way through, just like Michigan did last year. Yeah, but the Bills are good enough this year, Captain, that even if they have to go into Arrowhead, maybe that will be better for their legacy, showing that, hey, I can go in here in a hostile environment and I got James Cook now. I can do it. And the Lions are all beat up. So, again, Lions, Eagles, Chiefs, Bills, those are going to be the only teams that get there. I would be very shocked if any other team gets to the Super Bowl. Ooh, nice gang. Go, go, go. The 40, the 50, the 40. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. First down, California Golden Bears. Move the chains. What a play. But I feel like, getting to this point, it's going to be very, very exciting, for the NFL and the college football playoffs. But with Lions, with no David Montgomery and 16, 17 guys on the injured reserve, I don't know if they can get past everyone besides Philly. So they have to pray that they don't match up with Philly and Philly gets eliminated by the Bucks or the Rams or Minnesota. And then that way they have an easier path. Because if it ends up being Lions-Eagles, the Lions aren't going to win. Philly's defense is too legit and they're too well-rounded, in my opinion. Too many injuries, no David Montgomery. I think that might be too much. I think they can beat everyone in the NFC, but Philly. And then obviously, I think Buffalo is better than KC this year. They don't have a defense. KC does. But again, their defense and their offense haven't been as mesmerizing as they were in years past, especially that offense. Last couple of years, it's been kind of ho-hum, right? So I feel like, Josh Allen is the NFL MVP. Offensive Player of the Year is Saquon. And Josh Allen is playing like this is the year. And if he can ball out, I think that, he can find a way as long as it's not just him. It has to be him and James Cook. They both have to cook. And if they both cook, they will beat the Chiefs this year. Third down and 6. Little screen pass. Fourth down. What do they do? Yeah, but I think with Philadelphia and Buffalo, they don't care if they have the 1 seed. They're cold weather teams. Cold weather teams usually play better than warm weather teams. So, unless they're like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they know how to do it. But again, I've been extremely blessed with the rosters and the coaches that I've had to prepare for those games. Doink! And it goes in. Wow. We got I thought it was going to be a double doink there by Morris, but he gets the kick to go in. Entertaining start. 3-0 Cal. Wow. Justin Wilcox got some Oregon Duck experience in his past. We're very familiar with him here in Oregon. 3-0 Cal. And hopefully ESPN's workers will wake up and get out of the shitter. It's time to work. It's college football bowl season, baby. All right, see what other Michael Penix Jr. photos I can get for captain. Let's go, baby. I can't wait. Like I said, I don't get too excited about quarterbacks or players in college football that often. I've only had 3 that haven't been on the Duck that have enamored me to the point where I have to go out of my way and know everything, about this player. I need to be able to watch all the film. Hell, even give me high school or like Pop Warner clips I want to see, And number 1, obviously this is not necessarily in any order, just in the order that I saw them and kind of went through the transition. But number 1 was Michael Vick at Virginia Tech in the 90s. As soon as he came around, he put college football and Virginia Tech on the map. And you saw what he was able to do on the Atlanta Falcons and in Madden and everything else. And his obviously NFL career didn't maybe live up to the career that he had in college. But again, must-see TV. Michael Vick, Virginia Tech, always going to be in my top 3. And then after that, in the transition of players, next up would be obviously Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel at A&M, must-see TV. Anytime you can go into Alabama, ranked number 1 in their house and win, as this little skinny Caucasian running back, quarterback combo where, he runs like a running back and he can dodge people and run routes kind of like a receiver. And he has the agility as a very athletic quarterback, running back, wide receiver kind of hybrid. Johnny Football was amazing, had Mike Evans there as well. And we started to realize that Mike Evans made Johnny Football, not necessarily the other way around, but love me some Johnny. Still to this day, he's gone through a lot of ups and downs, but, he's alive. He definitely, was going down a bad path where maybe that wasn't going to be the case. So shout out to my boy Johnny. And number 3, Michael Penix Jr. I mean, I love me some Bo Nix. And I already knew, that he was going to be good. Like, I'm not surprised one bit that he's balling out already in year number 1. When you have experience with these older quarterbacks, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr., if they have 4, 5, or 6 years of experience in college, they have an edge on a lot of the other guys that only have a couple. So, but I love the lefties. And Michael Penix Jr. is going to, give you those Michael Vick vibes, just like Atlanta had with Vic earlier, and now they have it with Penix. All right, Cal with the kick, 3-0, Golden Bears. I saw that, but that's a good one to do. The Giants, bad defense. Lamar threw 5 touchdown passes, and it's like we don't really expect Penix to throw for 5, right? He might end up only throwing for, like, let's say 1, or something weird happens and he throws for none. But realistically, I would assume 1 to 2, very realistic. But if we're lucky, he might end up throwing for 3 or more, even if it's his first start, especially with the Giant defense being so shitty. So, and obviously, if he throws 3 to 5 touchdowns, that could be really key for you to try to get 3rd place over Shep. I like the gamble going that route, it's not like you're going for the natty and the top spot anymore. You still want to get 3rd. You get a chance to play your guy. I would have done the same exact thing if I was you. I like it. And also got the Jerome Ford that we were mentioning on the channel last night as well, since Nick Chubb is out for the year with the broken foot. I like that move for you as well. So I already spied on all your guys' teams, even though that I'm not going to win the championship, even though I'm not going to finish in the top 3 this year, which makes me sad. I still like to see how all you guys are doing, even at the very end. And if you notice, there's still people making moves, even at the very end. Little short game there by the Rebels. I like it, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. Shotgun set. A little bit of a draw there. Gain of a few. But we're going to have a lot of fun here, for the rest of the way, for the rest of 2024. I mean, almost streaming every day with a meaningful game. Now, if that was Ricky White III, he would have motherfucking caught that. I was about to say that would have been incredible. Look at this throw. Oh, right in between the 2 defenders. How do you not catch that? But the 2 defenders squish him kind of like an Oreo cookie there. And he also gets hit on the helmet, and it kind of bends his neck. And the bending of the neck prevents him from getting that ball. But that would have been wild if he would have come down with that. 3rd down and 6. Man in motion. Trips left. Audible at the line. Audible on the defense. Quarterback keeper off the audible. Ooh, hit him with the shimmy and a shake. Hit him with the skirt. First down, Rebels. Yeah, I noticed that the Senators beat the brakes off the Kraken 3-0. It's just too many injuries. Goalie play. Remember, like last year, when we were talking about, I just don't know if I believe in these guys. Like, I like the Cord, but Grew is very inconsistent, and he's having a terrible year this year. It's like, we need to get a top 3 goalie. Like, if we can get a top 3 goalie at some point, that's when the Kraken are going to be good, regardless on who, the head guy leading the team is. And obviously there'll be other opportunities, and hopefully, the new regime works out, but it's like we need, like a top center, a top forward, a top goalie is like the most important. It's almost like, getting those offensive linemen on the Seahawks. You need that. You can't have bad goalie play and think you're going to fucking hang, It's like they're in the bottom 3, and it's like they've always been stuck there. It's like I'm still watching the games. Like when I watch the Blazers, they're about to get their ass kicked by 30 to the Nuggets in about 22 minutes, and I'm still going to watch. But I don't know how many games in a row that I can keep watching when I know the product isn't good. I guess, even for hardcore fans, it gets to a point where it's like, man, I might not watch all this game. And I pride myself on watching full games. But, man, with the Kraken and the Blazers, depending on what the lineup is and who's in net, or if Klingon is playing with Shaden Sharp, yeah. But if one of them is out or both, no. And if Gru's in net, no. Going long, going deep, got a man wide open. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Rebels. Ooh. Oh, my. Caden McGee. Ooh. Wow. See, I told y'all we're going to get those big plays. Even when it's like lower, end matchup, maybe some people don't care, but since the college football playoff is the very first year, then it's going to give more people interest in the bowl games that only the hardcore used to watch, like me back in the day. There was a lot of people that don't give a shit about Cal and UNLV. They got other things to do, But again, NBA, not good. College basketball doesn't get good until next year, unless you have a really good matchup like Duke and Kentucky or something of that nature, right? NHL, depending on who your favorite team is, it might be good, right? No NASCAR, right? And we don't got baseball yet, but hopefully we'll be getting there really, really soon. I'm itching. But what a throw, what a catch at the 10, at the 5, touchdown Rebels. What a route right there. And they get flat-footed and they get caught cluing at the quarterback, and that's all she wrote. What a beautiful play right there. Yeah, I think that, I think it was second year. The first year was like the expansion year, and they didn't make it that year. They made it in the second year, and they kind of overachieved. But then, like, everyone played, like, out of their minds, and, I think it just took everyone by surprise. But, watching this team game in and game out and reading about them and having some injuries, and it's like a team that's bad and has, down the sideline, tiptoeing in my Jordans, the 40, the 50, the 30, rumbling and a bumbling and a stumbling down to around the 30-yard line. But we got a flag on the play. That's got to be a clipping or a hold, or that's got to come back, you would think, right? Holding. But it seems like in the last couple of years, last year and this year, it's like being bottom 3 in the division is not good. And, at some point or another, if we can't, get a big free agent, like a big superstar name to come, we have to pray that we can get a superstar in the draft. And like we end up getting like the first pick in the draft. We get the number 1 goalie, some motherfucking superstar from like Finland or Sweden or Canada or Slovakia. I don't care where he's from. I just want him to be awesome. And then as soon as we get that, whoever that guy is, this year, next year, the following year, 10 years from now, and we can start getting that side, cleared up, then, the centers and the forwards and the defensemen will all naturally just blend in and things will be good. But, if you can't score goals, you can't defend goals, and then certain key guys are hurt, and one goalie really stinks, not a good recipe for wins. But I'm still watching, even though it's a tough watch. Same thing with the Blazers. Tough watch. Bad team. Bottom 5 in the NBA. But I feel with the Blazers, they're more exciting to watch because even though they're bad, they have good players. Like the players that they have, Jeremy Grant's a good player. Anthony Simons is a good player. Scoot is up and coming. He ain't no fucking Dame. Klingon, my favorite player on the team, and then Shaden Sharp. Those are my favorite two. The offensive guy and then the defensive guy and the rebounder guy. Floater, nice catch. First down. Golden Bears, move the chains. Nice catch. Andrews, that was great. Right up the gut. Javian Thomas, a few yards. 7-3 UNLV. Oh, man. And you know what? I once I started to kind of realize, like, who I am, like, I love NASCAR and MLB sometimes even more than the NFL. And I never thought that would ever happen. Like I love college football. I love wrestling. That's never going to end. WWE will always be a part of my life. I love college football. Love it, love it, love it. And I do love the NFL, but I don't know. Like, as of late, it's like sometimes, and it's not going to be for everyone, but for the Mariners and what we have, and like I feel like watching NASCAR for me is like almost like religious. Like I have to watch every weekend. It's like I look forward to it, especially when the NFL season's over. I like having that cool thing to look forward to on Sunday for my mental health, and just to get excited about life and something cool that and I if you know all the drivers, all the sponsors, all the tracks, the more you know about something, the more interested you are. Again, if you don't know any baseball player names or you don't know any of the drivers, you're not going to give a shit. It might not be your thing, but man, I love me some NASCAR. Like, it's up there. 7-3 UNLV. Yeah, I can't wait. Yes. See, you learn something new every day. Yeah. Like, too bad, the Irish don't have, like, Kyron, there now. Because that would be, like, a great platform for, like, Notre Dame to be, like, one of the sleeper teams in this college football playoff, so we get more eyeballs on him. And then all of a sudden he has, like, this amazing run, and somehow Notre Dame goes a lot farther than people think. And, and I know they have some of those type of guys, but, let's be honest, Kyron ain't, like, a normal type of running back. I believe he's like number 3 right now in the NFL out of the top 5. And, it's like sometimes I think you need to like look at the numbers and to realize how good some guys are doing. Like Baker Mayfield is a top 5 quarterback this year. Who would have thought? Like you got Mike Evans, but Godwin went down. But did really a lot of people think that Baker would be top 5 or top 10? Some speculated, but we needed to be able to see him do it and not turn the football over. And he's been absolutely magnificent for Tampa this year. And he's really good with his legs, too. I mean, he ain't fast. He's slow as shit like Brady. But every once in a while, even a guy that's a little slow or can do it once in a while, and Baker is much faster than Brady. He can sometimes juke it and whatnot, but he is limited. There's definitely other guys that are much more athletic, running away from guys. But I'm really happy with what I got with LFP. Baker Mayfield. Ooh, nice run. Gets popped from behind there by UNLV on second down. We're getting close to the first quarter wrapping up. Yeah, but every college football playoff game is like amazing to me. Like I've been waiting my whole life for Oregon to have a defense. I've been waiting my whole life for a playoff in the college football, and now it's like fucking here. I remember when they first did like the BCS. I was like, I don't know if I really like this or not, but it's like this is something cool and new. And then obviously we're getting more expansion because it's like for 20 to 25 years, it was like if you were only one of 4 teams, you were winning it, and if you weren't, then it was irrelevant. Tipped and complete. Because I know for me, I can't speak for Captain and Reflect, but I know as a Oregon fan in the Pac-8, Pac-10, Pac-12, our Super Bowl, in the college football ranks wasn't ever the Natty because we were never good enough to get there. It was the Rose Bowl. That was the thing that we looked forward to. And if you could get into a Rose Bowl, that was like the best thing that you could ask for besides the Natty. It's like the second place game that everyone watches, and it has all kinds of mystique, and it has so much like honor and pride winning the Rose Bowl. And when Chip ended up getting us the Rose Bowl over Russell Wilson in Wisconsin, that was our first Rose Bowl win in like fucking 100 years. That was a big fucking deal. Oh, nice catch. Go. The 40, the 35, the 30. First down, California. Golden Bears looking like LSU out there. Okay. Move the chains. But I know that it meant a lot to me. And then seeing Herbert beat Wisconsin again, and then him getting a Rose Bowl, that meant something. The first one with Chip meant a hell of a lot more, but the Herbert, and I'll always remember that late dirty hit in the end zone once he got in. Our players are not going to fucking stand for that. But, that's how it goes sometimes. 7-3 Rebels. Well, they got the Golden Bears threatening, and I love it. That's a good way to evaluate, superstars on bad teams that might be on your team in the NFL next year. Nice little end around. Go, baby, go. Ooh, hit him with the shake. Oh, baby. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Oh, my. Josiah Martin, 29-yard touchdown. That was awesome. I mean, he hit him with the shimmy, hit him with the skirt, right? And then when you watch a player that has to make multiple moves and multiple cuts before they end up getting, you can definitely see if they have the vision and the athleticism. That was sweet. Let's go. They're really making this one exciting. Extra point is up and good. 10-7. Cal. He got the wiggle. Oh, sweet, man. Let me see a replay of this again. And this is coming from a 6-6 team that no longer has their starting quarterback from the beginning of the year. I don't know the whole story, but I assume the guy got suspended or got kicked off the team. Something bad happened. Look at that. Look at the execution. Everyone biting right. Look at the blockers downfield. And he hit that guy, number 3, into a whole nother fucking galaxy. I mean, he got juked so bad, he didn't even look at the player. He looked down at his feet or his ankles where they used to be. He's like, he didn't even look to see where the guy was going. He just, did that just happen? Number 3? He said right here. What? Oh, shit. That angle is sweet. Okay. Oh, shit. Nice wiggle. I like it. And then he hit you with the first juke was like, on a scale of 1 to 10 was like a fucking 12. And then that second juke to get him in the end zone, that one was pretty strong as well. 10-7 Golden Bears. Ooh, baby. Golden Bear fans are like, watch. We're not backing down. Just like West Virginia. Man, I like seeing guys getting their ankles broken. It's not just for basketball, you know. Sarah, any new signings in the MLB? I mean, I pretty much read everything that you read, but you know, if there's some kind of information that happened that I missed or that has happened while we were streaming. Ooh, nice cutback. Let's go. Nice stiff arm. Okay. Jet Thomas. Ooh. Move the chains. Nice 11-yard gain right there. End of the first quarter, stiff arms, ankle breakage, whatever you want. I'm going to make it fun and exciting. Number 24, UNLV down 10-7 to California. Oh, man. That was one of the best jukes I've seen all year. You know, I don't get excited like that unless it's like something pretty big. You know, I'm never gonna be like, you know, when you watch certain like reaction videos or you see videos where they already have the thumbnail and it's like, you know, I hate seeing shit like that, like the over exaggeration of the facial feature of like, oh my god, you know, and then like just like the over the top, you know, fake, you know, it's not authentic. You know, and it's important to be authentic. You know, like when you watch Gus Johnson call a game, I've never seen him say a fake thing in his entire life. Like the guy's like my idol. Like, you know, I love me some Ken Griffey Jr. You know, that's one of the idols. You know, my dad, right? But there's a couple other people up there too. Oh my, 10-7 Cal. They're making it good. But I like Gus, and I like people that are authentic, you know? Like, when you hear him call a game, it's like literally anyone could be playing, and I'm going to tune in. I can't say that for anybody else, you know, that, like, literally it could end up being, like, literally the 2 worst college football schools, but somehow he would make it where I would want to watch. You know, good tonality, good energy, you know, authentic, intelligent. And let's not forget about Joel Klatt and how amazing he is, too. Even the duo with Charles Davis was fucking incredible. Like, you know, the NFL are idiots. Like, how in the hell do you have literally the best announcer on planet Earth, right, not doing NFL games? Are you dumb? Like, really? I mean, they're rich and they're, at the top anyway, so they don't care. But I mean, if you really want to grab more people and have them get excited about games, it's like that would definitely be an upgrade for us if we could have him call some games. It would be exciting, and he could handle anything. The Super Bowl, NFC Championship game, AFC Championship game. He can do Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night. There is nothing that he can't do. He can do college hoops. He can do NBA. He can do NFL. Let my man do NFL. I mean, he did it back in the day. But it's kind of depends on, the contract and, if they think that, that's a fit for their programming and whatnot. Gus is so good. I wish that he was Oregon's everyday, announcer or whatever. But I do appreciate him calling other things, I like to be able to see the intelligence and the connection, when you see guys in the broadcast booth, there's only one that dap it up. And it's real. It's not fake, It's like, hey, you're my bro. Hey, you're my bro. Let's fucking kill this show today. And, let's have fun. Let's laugh. Let's entertain. Let's educate, and let's be the best. And that's what you get out of Gus and Joel every fucking week. All right, second quarter. So that's where I get my energy from. I'm already high energy as it is, but like I said, it can't be fake high energy. You can't be a fake person. It always has to be just who you are, and based off your aura and your vibe. When you watch people, you can definitely tell when it's not authentic and when it is. But if you really want to see my emotions come out, if Oregon wins the Natty, oh, fuck. Okay. If the Mariners win, there'll be some crazy, who knows what would happen. Shotgun set. Rebels. Play action fake. Little bootleg. Keep your eyes down the field. Oh, hit him with a skirt. Oh, so much ankle breakage. But you got to be careful, because if you end up doing too many of those, Williams, right, that's going to be an ACL, MCL, PCL, a combo of the two, right? Or the defender is going to have that happen to them. We don't want that. 3rd down and 7. Oh, 10-sack lunches. Floater, sideline, went up, tipped, incomplete. 4th down and 7. Good coverage by the Golden Bears. They got all the momentum now. They're even the ones talking shit. You already know the team that's initiating the talking shit, and if they got the lower record but they're winning, they're feeling themselves. They're like, all right, we're going to fucking win this. We didn't think we could win this maybe to start the game, but the way that the game is going now, okay, maybe we can hang with them. And it's all about who's playing the best ball now. Oh, look at the fake! Two-handed chest pass! No way! Oh! Down the sideline, is he going to score? What? A fake punt, two-handed pass that we've been seeing quarterbacks do lately. He catches it. Nobody on Cal recognizes it. Blockers downfield. Hits the sideline. Tiptoeing in my jaws. Gets blasted in the hip and almost gets into the end zone. This is why college football is better than the NFL, because you get to see things like this in matchups like this. There's a big part of the country that's not watching, right? Cal, UNLV, I don't give a shit. But what else is on? You want to watch your crappy hockey team lose? You want to watch crappy NBA? You might as well watch a good fucking product. And we've been seeing some, end around. Oh, baby! Touchdown, Rebels, and a backflip. Oh, shit. Jacob de Jesus. Oh, my. And I think that's good that if you were actually watching, Memphis, West Virginia, Cal, UNLV, because I want to make sure that people are recognizing that, there's some good stuff that's going to be, coming here in December and every year moving forward. And, with the NBA being so terrible, adding something like the college football playoff to make it even better, that's exactly what we fucking needed. Extra point is up and good. 14-10. Rebels. Man, these plays are wild. And that two-handed pass right there, I guarantee we're going to see that play again in the college football playoff or, by an NFL team in the playoffs. We're going to see that. I mean, we would probably assume Dan Campbell is already like, ooh, Ben Johnson's like, okay, yeah, when we're getting fucked up, we're going to, we might even have to save that one for the Eagles. Like, think about doing it, but not do it, and then eventually bust it out. So, and maybe a play like that changes the game and Lions get a field goal, boom, they go to the Super Bowl. Like maybe you save it for that scenario where you're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, and you'll probably see another college football team steal that play. But again, you have to be able to do it at the right time where they're not expecting you to do it, which is most of the time, but obviously later in the game, not in the beginning or necessarily at the end. So it's like second and third quarter is ideal, but that was awesome. Wow. Amazing plays. I fucking love it. Love it. I love it. I'll show you an insane story. This game. Like, this is wild. Jarvis Landry and Odell in college. And it's like, I can remember everything. It's like, when you're getting older and you just see players like grow up and get old in front of your very eyes. It could be like with a dog or a cat or a child, football players. I can just see you grow right in front of my very eyes. Let's go. Reflect with that $3 holla. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus, stack, bang, bang. And I feel like, someone, out there has to be able to put the grind and do the games that other people aren't willing to do. Because let's be honest, like a lot of us that are in the room or people that, might be coming in later, everyone at some point is probably flipping through the channels or going through their phone and maybe looking at the score, maybe tune in for a little bit. But if you know that there's going to be somewhere that's actually going to stick it out no matter what, so that if you have other shit that you need to do, errands or, you're, doing whatever inside the house laundry, and then you can still, end up watching different games. I like being able to see, different players step up. I like to be able to see plays that I haven't seen before. And this two-handed pass, like basketball, is starting to become a trend. You don't got to be behind the back like Patrick Mahomes, just doing the two-handed, push pass. I like it. Fucking like it. Guaranteed, like there's already like 30 coaches that are already like, yep, we're using that fucking next year. Oh, we're using that in our bowl game. Yep, we're using that in the Super Bowl. Like, that's not the last time that we're seeing that play. Believe you me. Hey, you got to do it. But it's your quarterback, too. Remember that. You guys are playing against each other, and you're sharing that. So, it was meant to be. Now, maybe that's that's what was planned. Obviously, winning the championship is the most ideal thing. But, to get clipped, unfortunately, but Double E's had a hard year. This is a bright spot for him, right? And then, with championship out of the way, to have an opportunity where you can just go Jalen. You can just go Jalen, whether you care, you get third or fourth, or whatever, even though you deserve to be first with a record like that, right? But to be able to play Penix and, regardless if he does good, bad, or ugly, I mean, it's cool. It's like a reflection of who you are based on who you start. Like what you like. So for you, it's more about like, points, like, just that. But for me, when I have a bunch of guys that are kind of close to each other, skill-wise and point-wise, then it's like, it's my preference. Who do I like? Who do I trust? But it's like, sometimes it's more of like, who do I like? And I look at the targets and I look at everything else. But if stats are similar, you know what I'm talking about. Like if you got 3 elite receivers, there's going to be one that you're going to tend to lean towards more than the other 2. For whatever reason, you like him in the red zone, the touchdown machine, good hands, whatever. Like his personality, good teammate. Went to your college and you're a fan of him. There's all kinds of reasons. De Jesus, and their family's happy. 18 doll hairs. Thank you so much. Floater. But that's why, for me, like when I play, I try to give people opportunities and have them prove it to me. Either that or they, get the boot, and they might not even be on the team the next week. But I like to be able to reward players like as if I'm the coach. Like, hey, you've been doing pretty good. I might even play you over like my normal guy. Just give you a chance to shine. Prove to me that I can rely on you next week and maybe do it again or whatever the scenario is. But sometimes when you go too outside the box, it burns you, and then you got your regular guy that decides to go off. First down and 10, 12 minutes in the second quarter, 14-10, Rebels. I got to check up on Paisley here in a second. Got to be a good dog father. First down and 10, shotgun set. Little bootleg, plants his feet. He says, give me a Jameis Winston. Oh! And ripped away at the last second. Was going to be a pick. Harris is like, that was my Jameis impersonation. Second down and 10. Rodgers is like, you got to throw that higher. He said, I'm Jameis Winston in this bitch. Double coverage. Like, why would you throw that? Terrible decision making. Like, I mean, unless the player is Megatron, then throw it. But if it's not Megatron, no. 1-on-2. Come on. Give your teammate a shot, Rodgers. Cal out here playing like an LSU team. Tell me I'm wrong. Like when you're watching them out there, it feels like you're watching LSU with those colors. That's when you know that they're playing, some good football here. I see a lot of athletic bodies. And it's a cool way to reward some of these, colleges that haven't had really a great year. There's over 100 Division I, so there's only so many that get pub and love from the media and whatever, every publication. So it's kind of cool for these other ones to be able to show off their helmets and their jerseys and their players. And some of these lower name schools might have an All-American that makes the NFL. Maybe on our favorite team next year. First down. California Golden Bears. Move the chains. Hot. First down and 10. But we get the battle of the Oregon Duck quarterbacks for the very first time, I believe. Unless they played earlier in the season against each other. But at least on like a primetime matchup, this is the first time. Oh! McDuffie. Look at this. I'm going to run it myself. Where am I going? TFL. And a fumble. Britt in the building. How are you? Second down and 13, 14-10, Rebels. It's been a pretty athletic matchup overall. And it's been, action-wise, I don't think we anticipated some of the play calling here today. Oh, Jameis Winston, little check down. Javian Thomas, short gain. Hello. HIIII. Everyone. Heart symbol. Oh, Colton is sick. Get well, Colton. Colton's got to not be sick. Did you get a chance to watch a little bit of that 2005 Charlotte? I know you have probably had to go to sleep and whatnot, but the NASCAR greatest races on FS1 is like the coolest thing ever. It's like, I love those old school Fox broadcasts of NASCAR. Amazing. Check down, Jameis Winston, and complete. T.J. Harris. Fourth down and 10. Yes, same quarterback. Yeah, Hajj, Hajj hyphen Malik, and then Williams. So kind of a lot to say for a whole name and whatnot. But yeah, but he's a senior, so he won't be back next year. 4th down and 10. Kick is up. He says, look at my leg. No good. I mean, if the goalpost was twice as wide, he would have made it. Derek Morris, how dare you? Like the first deflating play of the game. 14-10, Rebels. Yeah, I tried to watch a little bit of it. It's just cool to be able to see Jimmy and then Jeff and Dale Jr. And then you get to see some of those other names that you never hear anymore, like Greg Biffle. Like it's just I like being able to kind of have a throwback moment, and a lot of us do it with like football and basketball and baseball and hockey. But NASCAR fans like me and Britt, like even going back 10, 15 years, it's a very enjoyable experience because you just don't really see that on any channels that often, especially when it's not NASCAR season anymore. And then I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I needed. I loved it. But I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched as much as I could before me and Paisley decided to go to sleep or go on a walk. Second quarter, 14-10, Rebels. But hopefully Colton will be better. Hopefully there'll be more NASCAR for you to watch. And hopefully things will be a little bit smoother for you. I have to check on Paisley. All right, Paisley. She's on the couch, raffled up like a burrito. Yeah, me too. You get me. Seriously. Like, I'm starting to realize, that for me, like sometimes like NASCAR, and we were talking about this earlier, sometimes NASCAR and MLB are even more enjoyable than the NFL to me. That's when I know like I really like something. Because NFL is, most of the time enjoyable for me. It's not very rarely where I'm like, unless the refs start, dictating the outcomes of games more and more, then the NFL will be on my shit list a little bit. And then, I'll still watch, but I guess we'll bitch and complain about it more. Yeah. And, I miss it so much. There's Gronk. He's like, I'm a party animal. I got this belt that is a knockoff WWE that we made ourselves. And they should have probably went the WWE, route. That would have been much cooler. Then they could have just had the plates on the side could be the school that wins. Come on. I mean, they need to hire me for some like PR departments. Like, don't have some like, and if you looked at the belt when Gronk was wearing it in the pregame, it's like way too big. It's like the size of 2 fucking belts. Like, it's ridiculous. And Gronk is like a big guy. Like, you have it on like a little player. It's going to look so stupid. Oh. Gronk. He's like, I need another commercial. I need money. Me and Jules and Tom, we need the money. They had them on TV all together over the past weekend. It's like pure entertainment, man. Like, whether you love them or you hate them, it's interesting people, to say the least. You can definitely tell people that have bonds with each other. Uh-oh, get his ass. Yeah, it's 12. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum. Gronk is like, look at my belt. I made this last night. Knock off WWE. It looks like a $50 belt. Like, they couldn't ended up, getting something better. like $50 fake gold belt, get the WWE, spend $500, then spend an additional $250 each on plates. So you end up giving them like an $800, $1,000 belt. Give them the real deal. Don't give them the $50 belt. You could have done the $500. Oh, Castillo and Garver to the Red Sox. Oh, Britt would love that. Gronk. Yeah, that would be the only piece in the starting five. Handoff up the middle. Ooh, decent game. That's the only one in the starting five that I would say that's acceptable for us to move on and to be able to have another person, develop and go from 5 and higher. Kirby, Gilbert, right? Miller, Wu. Right? We cannot. Those are untouchable. Got to try to do everything in our power to, hang on to that, and then I'm still hoping and praying that Garangelo, the guy that can pitch left-handed and right-handed, ends up being the 5, or we can use him as a specialty player. Throw lefty from one inning, and I don't know if you can do a different batter or if it's different inning. Like what's the rules on pitching left-handed and right-handed? Can you do it like per batter? You have to do it one way. So if it's like a righty, you can do lefty you can do righty, but you can't do like one pitch is left and then the second pitch is right. Then they would say, oh, that's the Seattle Mariner bullshit. And the guy ends up being like a Skeens, but he can pitch left and right-handed. Then there's like nothing that anybody can do. But like think about like how an advantage that would be like as a closer. Like if you ended up pitching left on one guy that was a righty and then just switching every batter and then getting the 3 outs and then you win the World Series and you're like, you look like this amazing once-in-a-generation type of player. Garangelo. Zay in the building. What's good? Hi. I got like a rookie card, Jeff Gordon auto, ones that came in the packs, back in the day from like tracks in like 92, 93, 94. He's got the mullet and the DuPont. I've showed it on the channel a couple times. I don't have too many autographs, but at that point, if I had an opportunity to make sure I grabbed something, either Jimmy or Jeff, that was just what was, that I acquired and whatnot. So 2-4, baby. Shit. Yeah, for real. Especially if your man's Garver, he ends up being the starter for you, right? Your everyday catcher, you just get Garv all day. Oh yeah, then yeah, I'm instead of working every day, then I would have to work 2 games every day. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Yeah, but imagine if there was no rules and you could do it per pitch. Then you turn into the most deadly assassin, in the MLB. Like how do you, you can't hit him either way. And then he could fuck with you the next time up. So it's like he's a lefty this time, and then they go up right, and maybe the player is like a switch hitter themselves, and he can kind of go back and forth with the psychology part, where then they have to start coaching up for that particular player itself, But we don't really see players that pitch left and right, so I'm really, really hoping that he ends up being at least decent, and I'm not expecting him to be a superstar, and I assume that he'll be a bullpen guy, but if he could be our number 5 at one point, I would be pretty excited about that. And not many guys have that type of skill set, and I don't know if you guys have watched film on him with Captain or Reflect, but I would recommend it if you haven't watched film on him. Those I think a YouTube video or 2 where you can watch him pitch in college and you can see his delivery, and you let me know what side you like better. But I think the lefty side seems a little bit more wicked, Pretty cool to have a lefty that's dominant. Get back to our Randy Johnson ways. Big unit, throwing the baseball, destroying pigeons. All right, 14-10, Rebels, 7:30 left in the second quarter. Zay is in the building. Yeah. I want to see what, players, get signed for the Mariners and Cooper smashed the gain of a couple. But I want to be able to see players come up. I want to see, Cole and Colt. I want to see some of our guys, get better, and hopefully we get a call up on somebody that's in the minor league system. And then if we do trade, for a player, hopefully it could be a good fit. But the best part about the Mariners last year, for Brent, it was Mitch Garver. But for I think a lot of us, including myself, I mean, obviously Cal was amazing. But besides Cal, Victor Robles, that was a blessing in disguise. And that's a better fit than Randy Arozarena. And Randy Arozarena might have been the biggest pickup. But if you had to choose between Randy and Victor, it's Victor all day. Again, batting, foot speed, effort, offense, defense, hustle, a hitting machine. And it's not like I don't like Randy, but I think some of y'all would agree. Victor is a better player, and he gives you more sauce. He gives you that swagger and that energy, and gives you more, than what you need out of a player. Some people are one-dimensional. Other guys can do amazing things. Offense, defense, running the bags, being an intelligent player, can drop the bunt. I need players like that, baby. We need fucking 8 more fucking Victor Robleses, and we're in business. I love Robles. I mean, that was behind Cal. That was probably my second favorite player last year, just based on what they did. Taking advantage of every moment. And if you notice, when he was in for us, we were awesome. When he was out, sometimes we got fucking crushed. Hopefully Julio will be, playing like a top 10 player, because he obviously has top 10 potential. But you can't play like a top 50 player when we pay you like you're supposed to be like the next King Griffey Jr., okay? You're supposed to be better. So hopefully he's working hard in the offseason. We'll see what girlfriend problems he has. And hopefully that doesn't, and breakups can be tough. You have a bad breakup during the season and you're a young player, you can get fucked up mentally. You see how Brady had his divorce. I mean, he tried to put it to the side, but you can definitely tell when sometimes people are going through, they're like the stats are lower, more mistakes, uncharacteristic. It's wicked, man. Merriweather is down. He's like, fuck, my leg, help me. He said, I'm fucking hurt. My name's Tobias. Dude, 6'5", good size, 195. Camas Washington, baby. What you know about that? Yeah, I watched some more episodes today. Yeah, I'm just binging it, man, and I fucking love it. It's like, I'm at the season 2 still when Frank's mom comes to visit and she ends up getting out of jail or whatever, and then she starts living there and whatnot. So many fucking things are happening in every episode. It's awesome to watch. I can't get enough. But I just want our players to develop. Julio, at this point, I don't even think Mariner fans expect him to be a top 3 player like a Ohtani or Judge. But if he ever gets to that point before he retires, that would be ideal. We want you to be like one of the faces of the franchise. But Cal may not be as marketable as Julio, but he was a hell of a lot better than Julio, and he was very clutch for us throughout the season. Can't let him go anywhere. Got to try to figure out, if you're going to pay Julio money, Cal is worth, more than Julio. So, again, Mariners are cheap. Cal can get, big money. Fumble. Recovered from the defense. Offsides on the defense as well. Uh-oh. 4th down. Yeah, I'm ready for Mariners baseball already. I'm itching for baseball. Baseball and NASCAR, like if you told me it was on tomorrow, I'd be like, yes. Fourth down and 1. Less than 6 minutes to go in the Art of Sport LA Bowl, sponsored by Gronk. That's why I'm here. Gronk. 4th and 1. Man in motion. A little Jameis Winston throw towards the sideline. First down. California Golden Bears. Looking like LSU Tigers out there. All right, Harris. No, you can't have Cal. I would be so depressed if Cal left. Like, that would be like, this guy could be a Hall of Fame player. You don't let a Hall of Fame player leave. Like, he's already going to be the best catcher in Mariner history. And if he ends up staying his whole career there, like, he'll be the best that we'll ever have. Like, we'll never have a catcher better than him. And if he keeps getting better and better, if we didn't have an all-star elite catcher, our pitching staff doesn't do as good. And, think about all those times where, they needed that extra ego boost and confidence. You end up having, other guys in there. It's not the same type of vibe. Anyone knows catcher is super important. Super. 2nd down. He's like, like Julio is always going to be cool. He's got that cool personality, but if you're talking about, what it means to the team and stats, if you had to choose one or the other, Cal is the more valuable piece. Julio is always going to have that fresh personality. His cards will probably be worth more, more marketable. Julio could get himself an Air Julio shoe. People would buy the fuck out of it. Have it all Mariner colors like the Griffey. Have his number on there. Fucking I can design that shit. Dame got the lifetime contract. Congrats, Dame, for your shoe. That was on the fucking timeline today. But Cal is like leadership, clutch, can catch, switch hitter, and obviously that batting average needs to improve, from 200 and then to 240, 250, and then eventually 250 to 300. You want to be taken seriously by, us stat heads and whatnot. Look at him run like Jameis. Okay. 3rd down. Yeah. I just feel like some of the fan base, depending on how old or young they are and how many years they've watched, I don't think a lot of people realize the impact if Cal was not on the team, like how much we would suck. Like, if we had Julio, like, we would be on a downward spiral. Like, because you're not going to be able to replace Cal, because if he's already the best, like, anything that you bring in is going to be, a big downgrade. What a catch. First down, California Golden Bears. Move chains. Tobias Merriweather and others. All right, California. Little bootleg. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Close. Yeah, you want me to. Yeah, you want me to. There's not too many places that I can envision myself, but again, one day, possibly, they better have good internet out there. I got to have internet good enough that I can stream. We got Ziply out here. I don't know what you guys got out there. Close to the pylon. As I'm watching these replays, yeah, it looks like a tutty, doesn't it? Tutties. 18 doll hairs. Yeah, I definitely would love to be able to travel. Second down. Didn't even give him the fucking touchdown. No. East Coast, Midwest. I mean, the only place I've been to is Chicago. But it was like, for work and whatnot. But we were there for like a week. So got to be able to, eat the food and, it'd be impossible to be skinny in Chicago. You have to be so disciplined. I mean, portions are so big, so tasty, not that expensive compared to, well, maybe now it is, with everything going up, but back when I went. But definitely, you can't have pizza from Chicago, deep dish, authentic, and then come back and try to get a Domino's or Pizza Hut or, Godfather's Pizza or, Papa Murphy's. Like anything that you get is like, you're like, what am I eating? Like, going from the cream of the crop to what you're used to. And you're like, man, I need to step my pizza game up. Little handoff up the middle. 2 Rebels connecting at the same time. 3rd and goal. 2 minutes and counting before halftime. Are they going to let it run down? 2-minute warning. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Connecticut has the best pizza in the whole United States, is what you're saying. $14-10 UNLV. I don't think we would want, the thing is if that was something that would, I don't think a lot of us would want that. I guess some people, Mariner fans, would want it, but it really depends on, money and like how many years left, because you don't want to put your franchise that normally makes dumb moves and then they, end up making another dumb decision. But, New Haven, she says it's a staple. So you need to do your research. He said Phoenix. Gained a sub. Hello, new sub. Thank you, new sub. Appreciate you, new sub. Shout out to all the new subs within the last month. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Art of Sport LA Bowl. 14-10 tomorrow. Broncos, Bo Nix. Chargers, Justin Herbert. The Ducks Bowl. Yes. Then the college football playoff. Indiana and Notre Dame. Yes. And then Tennessee and Ohio State on Saturday for stream. Yes. We got good food out here. It's because I think there's so many different types of cultures that live in the Pacific Northwest. Like you're going to get literally every single type of culture that you can think of. And I like that because if you get a lot of different cultures and types of people, you have so much more food selection, instead of just going to your go-to or, your top 2. It's cool to be able to, have like many options where even things that you didn't even think that could be on a menu could be on a menu. I like the idea of people being entrepreneurs in the food cart and, if they believe and they have a good thing going and, they're passionate, you can make it. 3rd and goal. Fun fact, Hawaiian pizza is from Hawaii. I'll eat pretty much, any kind of pizza for the most part. I don't have any problem with pineapple. A little fake end around. Oh, it's 12:30. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Rebels. He said, ow, 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 ow. Field goal unit. Like I said, my favorite's combo. The more toppings on a pizza, then I feel like I'm getting my money's worth. But it's like I got to make sure the place has got good crust, good cheese, and then if you want to have everyone can have good the pepperoni and the sausage and the different variations, right? But then if you get the top tier places, their vegetables, if you go that route, are top tier. So you get the place that has the best green pepper or onion or mushroom. And then if you get those, then the pizza ends up being undefeated because then you're getting the best of everything. The cheeses, the meats, the veggies, the combo, undefeated. But that pepperoni pizza always hits. I mean, that's never going to be a bad option. 4th and goal. Look at this hash. He's on the right hash. He's like, I'm a college kid. What is this? Off the right hash, snap, kick is up. He says, like a glove. It's good. 14-13 Rebels. Okay, they're making this close. Ontario, Canada. Saw a autographed dual figure of Bret Hart and Owen Hart, and it was autographed in pink Sharpie for the color that Bret wore with the Hart Foundation. And not only did Bret sign his name on this vintage figure in this photo that I saw, which I thought was very cool, he put the halo for Owen, because we obviously know Owen passed away and whatnot. Things like that are so cool to me, like Bret is cool enough to do that so that people are aware, his legacy still lives. And, I don't see too many cool items like that, that come up on my timeline too often, but perfect choice with the pink Sharpie. I mean, it's it makes that figure pop and look amazing. And then a little halo over Owen. That's my dog. Okay, Bret. All right, minute 50 to go, 14-13 UNLV. And this game could go either way. Maybe the team that has the ball last. Oh, hit him with the shimmy and the shake. And we're getting NFL play calling in this game, which I don't think a lot of people anticipated seeing, kind of groundbreaking plays that, it's the art of Sport LA Bowl, not the Super Bowl or the Natty. It's cool when you can see concepts that will be copied. Just based on that one push pass, 4th down play. We're going to see that again. Damn right Natalia is still wrestling. I mean, they rarely have her in a position to win a belt. But, I mean, she's such a seasoned vet. She can wrestle anybody, and it's, ooh, put a big lick on him. Pow! My boy, Double E in the building. What's good? I'm trying to show that the Steppers can win the championship. You got to have the game of your life, week of your life, and then you can do that. Boom. It'll be probably, honestly, if you win, bro, it'll be the one of the most memorable, if not most memorable football. Oh, baby. But it'll probably be if you win it all, it would be the most memorable finish to our league ever. Out of any season that I've done. That's how big it would be if you were to get the upset. And she doesn't have a whole lot of options to be able to make the wrong choice. So, and she's got so many top 10 players in the lineup. It's really, Double E has a chance, though. You in there, you got a chance. Right? Double E. He said, I will win it, and he could. He said he could, and the thing is that she's going to be favored, but he's not that much of an underdog. You know, what I will say this is that if you're looking at your lineup and you got like one spot that you're kind of flirting with, you know, a couple different players, make sure you do your research and look at the different receivers, look on the wire, and then look at what you have. Utilize, you know, every spot, and that way you can, you know, make sure that you get that right piece in. You know, whether that's a tight end that you're putting in or a wide receiver. I mean, you got to have that lineup clean. You know, that's just from championship experience. You know, because most teams that when they're in the natty and at the end, you know, or even for third place, right? You got one spot, you know, that is more like you can play, you know, multiple spots, especially if it's a flex, right? Running back, wide receiver, tight end, and you know, you can kind of flirt with your options and decide what you think is best. But sometimes that's the decision that makes you win it all. Double E, my boy. I appreciate it, man. You're always welcome here. What do you want to see for a photo? You got something that you want to see? You got an artist that you want to promote that you're listening to? You got something? You got something cooking? What you listening to? You know, sometimes things can, you know, definitely be tough. We got a nice family atmosphere here. We always will be here, you know, and I can hook you up with whatever you're looking at photo-wise. You can always reach out too. So, but I always kind of like checked up, and you know, we'll message here and there. You know, it doesn't have to be every day. You're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. We can talk music a little bit once in a while. If something groundbreaking like Kendrick drops, right? We can vibe on that. But I got you, man. 3rd down and 5. Pass towards the sideline, incomplete. Double E, that's my boy. Double E started watching the channel at like the youngest age. He was like a toddler, and then he's been with us now until getting into being an adult, a young man, right? He been watching a long time. Phoebe Bridgers. What is it? What kind of style of music is it? Look at the special teams play. Double E, you saw that you guys got a Clyde Edwards-Helaire from the Chiefs. Saints signed him. You know, he's got some PTSD, you know, from, you know, a personal incident with like a shooting where he got like a gun pulled up, you know, on him and his friend and whatnot. And when the Chiefs had the shooting at their like Super Bowl parade, it like triggered like that memory for him and some other stuff. And, you know, if he can get past like the PTSD and get the right support, you know, hopefully we'll be able to see him play in the NFL at some point, you know, and, you know, but it's also got to be a thing where he's got to have to decide, is it just for the money and to survive, or do you still enjoy football, you know, and because if you're not like, if your heart is not into it, he won't last very long in the league, you know, because the numbers won't be there. Hopefully he's good mentally. That's what's most important. You know, football isn't forever. It's only for a couple years. You know, you got to look out for himself and his family and kids if he has any. His mentals. Indie rock, indie folk. See, I like that about you too, because you remind me of Brooks, the beat maker, because he has like a very like eclectic, like multi-dimensional vibe where it's like my friend could be like trying to make a beat or listening to music, and no type of music that he would be listening to would shock me. Like he's so like, I feel like certain people that are into music a lot, you know, depending on, you know, what their style is, some people are more open than others, and then you start figuring out people that maybe you never would have given a shot, you know, in the past. All right, let me see. It's very like vibe music when you get that type of, you know, indie rock, indie folk. Trying to find a good one of her performing. So if you're wondering, I'm just like dazing off. I'm working. I'm just going through like the buttons that I have to fucking navigate on a per stream basis is there we go. Nice. Because the thing is like, even though me and Elliot, our age gap, is like 20 years, but there's a lot of stuff that is still relevant in my life. I always try to make sure I keep up with, every generation and what, different styles of music, because, especially if you get someone like Double E or like my friend Brooks or others, like, you're going to listen to quite a lot, if it's a passion of yours. And, and then the more that you listen to, you'll end up finding, someone that maybe you wouldn't have given a shot. So we will promote for you. All right. Educate us. Now I got to get one that's like further back. This is at, what is this one? Is this Austin City Limits? Savior Complex. Okay. Sometimes too, good music at the right time can definitely make things, better. Finding like I told you, you got to watch Superbad with me right before it gets taken off Netflix before the end of the year, right? Got to watch it at least once on Netflix or DVD. I got it on fucking DVD, bro. Like I got like DVD as special edition. I might pop that into my PS2 and, get on the McLovin. That definitely helps, I feel like certain like songs, certain movies, certain shows like can kind of give you a little bit of a boost. McLovin. Oh yeah, how was it? Did you enjoy it, or what would you rate it? $14.13 UNLV. Shout out to the new subs. Shout out to Double E for drafting Lamar in the first round and riding that all the way to the championship, playing like an MVP, and then he got you there. Yeah, me and him would get along. I love Jim Carrey comedies back in the day. I grew up with In Living Color and the Wayans brothers and Jim Carrey like early on. Earth Girls Are Easy, and then Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Dumb and Dumber. That was it back then. Yeah, those games are hella entertaining, even to this day. Like I got a vintage Sega, old school PlayStations and whatnot, Nintendo 64. But that's like one of those things. Like if depending on how old you are or if you're young, like the vintage stuff is phenomenal because when you hear like the sound effect in the 16-bit games, it's just undefeated. Yeah, incredibly funny. And then now in this generation, it's more like Will Ferrell. But before Will Ferrell, it was Jim Carrey. I mean, that was the guy. We need Kendrick to drop another album so we have something else to listen to. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Oh, man. How many times have you listened to the album all the way through? I mean, there's other music to listen to and whatnot. I haven't got a chance to go through Tyler's album, but I'll have to do that at some point too. But I've been, doing other things, but I probably should do that. UNLV 14-13 on Cal, 10-3 Rebels, 6-6 Golden Bears. UNLV only up by 1. College football playoff. Let's go. Indiana, Notre Dame. Notre Dame will win. SMU and Penn State. Penn State will win. Clemson and Texas. Texas will win. Tennessee and Ohio State. Ohio State will win. Write it down. Bet on it. Make some money. And then give me some. Boom. That's what I need to have happen. Just, I just speak it there, and then all of a sudden, the money will be in the bank account, Yeah. And, if you listen to an album or if you listen to songs, at some point, you don't want to get sick of it, or it's like you don't enjoy that, that vibe anymore. Jeremiah Smith, guess what? He's good. He's like, I got a staff for you. He's like, don't cover up my face. I like watching old Vice Channel stuff too. I like Action Bronson, Maddie Matheson. I'm going to go check up on Paisley here again, make sure she's okay. Yes. Yeah, that's lucky. I did not. I have to look now. Is it like hoodies and stuff and hats? And like t-shirts and stuff? Or like custom shoes? Like oh, I'm looking right now. Oh, it's like they're kind of like jackets and stuff. Oh, I think maybe I've seen some of this stuff on my timeline or whatnot. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a hype beast. All flying NFL collab. Tyler, the creator, hot beast. Sweet. I like learning new things. That's cool that he's got the opportunity to do stuff like that. You know, not many people would get that opportunity. Very cool. Yeah, I was looking at a couple of the different photos and whatnot, like jackets and hats and stuff. He must have some good agents and people that he's working with to get like those kind of things to have happen. If it's not just him himself, you know, he's got a good team around him. Is it just a one-time thing with the merch, or is he going to do it again or expand to other teams? Did it say? I'm gonna grab a water. I'll be right back. Halftime is almost up. Uh, do you own anything from like his regular merch? Like, have you? I would assume you've bought a shirt or a hat or something already of his brand. You got the hat? You got the shirt already? We're almost coming back from halftime. Boom. This might be it might be a sign now. You know, he needs the support, especially if you're a diehard. You know, but if you with me and Reflect in next week, you know, maybe you can get yourself something from his website or whatnot, his brand. A good Christmas present. Maybe this is the sign, man. Double E needs a new shirt, new hat, or a hat and shirt. Why not both? You got to get the merch. 1413 UNLV. All right, I'm back. I had to grab some groceries. Oh, deep shot, one-on-one, down the sideline. Incomplete. Oh, Paisley's going wild. Hold on. You guys are talking about breadsticks without me? All right, second down and 9. All the breadsticks. 14-13 UNLV. Shotgun set. Man in motion. Keeper. Option. Oh, he dropped it. And he's all that dancing and romancing for like 2 yards, but I mean, they almost executed it. I mean, there's like 3 steps that have to go correct for that one to be good. At least everyone was running in the right direction. Throw could have been a little bit better, but under the circumstances. Now we have a review. Where are we at? 8 more? No. 7 more? No. 6 more? We only need 6 more to get to the goal. There we go. 6 more before the stream ends. There's a chance. See what happens. I know the games are on kind of late. But it's like every matchup after this one is going to be like must-see TV. You know, only the diehards are that are going to appreciate Cal and UNLV. You know, where you can hang out with people that would normally be scrolling on their phones or maybe tuning in for a little bit of the game, but maybe not the whole game on their own. And you can come here and we can all kind of partake in a little bit of this football game. Art of Sport, LA Bowl. Sponsored by Gronk. Water out of the freezer is undefeated. Yeah, sometimes people like you do that as well. Like you aren't even watching a game or, you know, this particular game or any game. Sometimes people are just, you know, they're just on their phones or, you know, whatever device that they got, whatever's, you know, on hand. I always like it when you come through, you know. It's good to be able to have, you know, good vibe, good convos, you know. Like as you get older, you'll start to, you know, thin out, certain friends, and certain ones will, stick, and others will, be maybe going in a different direction. But you always want to make sure you have those good connections. And it sounds like, you got some good connections with the friends and whatnot. So keep doing those trips on those baseball games. Try to make that like a yearly thing. Even if it's like that's the only thing that you can get everyone together once a year, got to make sure you go to a baseball game. Because then you guys got to try to get a ball. Megan in the building. How are you? 14-13 UNLV. Did read a report, through the Seahawks. Gino practiced in a limited fashion. Hopefully he's healthy enough to go every week the rest of the year, if healthy enough. Definitely going to need him out there if you want to try to win those games. But we'll see as the week progresses if he does play or does not. Oh, incomplete pass off the review. 3rd down and 9. Art of Sport LA Bowl, sponsored by Gronk. Shotgun set, 4 wide. Man in motion, 1 running back set. Shotgun set. Quick little out, and complete. 4th down and 9. De Jesus is like, come on, man. Give me the ball so I can make some plays. Hey, you got some brain fog? You come over here, and then we can make things better. You need a photo of an amazing musician? Boom. I got you. Day better. UNLV with the punt. And it carries into the end zone for a touchback. You can lay down in here if you want to lay down. Want to lay down? You can lay down. Now you have to keep working. Lay down on the couch or lay down in here. Okay? Paisley's in here now. She's having a moment with me. All right, 1st down and 10. Shotgun set. Snap is low. Rifles it in there. Go, break that tackle. There you go. 1st down, California Golden Bears. Move the chains. Mikey Matthews. 1st down and 10. Golden Bears. Yeah, we can talk about whatever. I don't know. At any given moment, whatever, if it ends up going towards food or music or anything, yeah, that doesn't bother me one bit. 2nd down and 9. Paisley's like wanting to play with dad. Tug of war, throw the orange ball down the hallway so she can do some athletic fielding like she's a Seattle Mariner. Go, baby, go. Look at this Jameis clone. 1st down, Golden Bears looking like a trying to think of a comparison based off running style. Little athleticism there for that California Golden Bear. Move the chains. Yeah, SVU is great because you can watch it in any season and just start binging it. And there's like never a bad episode. Like every episode is a 10 out of 10. So it's like, that's always exciting. Oh, good. Look at the footwork. It's like Jameis out there. Dot, 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 dot. And then he flips it at the end with a little Patrick Mahomes. Flag on the play. You really are getting a lot of wild play calls and showing some athleticism on this college level in this game and yesterday's game. Only on the offense, all that dancing for nothing, but it was exciting though. Quarterback's got some moves out there. Buffalo chicken pizza, that sounds good. I haven't had it from Pizza Hut though. I imagine it was probably tasty. For a Pizza Hut, like if you're going to go over all the items on the menu, and that's like the one that you would order. First down and 20 after the penalty. Like this California Golden Bear. CJ Harris running like Jameis Winston. Uh-oh, it's 12 noon. You know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Rebel style. Okay. Yeah, I also like being able to bring up different food for different people, so that way we can get ideas for our menu that we're going to eat, or, you get an idea from someone, in the channel, or we're talking about it and, going over our favorite things, and sometimes that's a nice little, thing for you, later on. And then you pair that with your favorite show or a movie, and then it makes it like an experience. Got this amazing food, and then you dip and incomplete. And then you get have a memory watching a good show. Nothing better than watching an amazing show or movie and then having that meal at the same time. Takes that, that night to another level. Elevate. Should have elevated right there, but through that Jameis Winston, he's like, give me that, but look at the tip. Good awareness there for the running Rebels. Third down and 30 for Jameis Winston here. CJ Harris. Shotgun set. Let me run away. Bootleg. Pump fake. Does a spin move when they need 30 yards. Gain of what, 3? All that for 3 yards? He's like, this is my game. Vegan 3 cheese. Fourth down and 21. It's kind of, I like to be able to kind of live vicariously through everyone with the different types of, things that are in your life where you guys live. Everyone is so different. I love it. I love it. Coming up next, the Dan Mullen interview. Interesting. With the cheesy garlic bread. Oh man, cheesy garlic bread actually sounds like incredible. Like right out of the oven, and then you get that crispiness. But then when you bite in, then you get like the cheese and the softer part. Oh man! And then you can be that person that dips it, into like a ranch or something else or a sauce, or you can just eat it plain the way that it comes. Now shakaroni is coming up. They're like, oh, shakaroni on the Papas. You got to order it. Yeah. I mean, especially if you have favorites, everyone's got their kind of go-to favorite, meal or favorite kind of go-to rotation of meal. I think the big one for me right now is pad thai, because I haven't had it, and it used to be like one of my things I would try to order once every week or once every 2 weeks if I could afford it. But I've gone on a different kind of exercise journey and diet journey and food changes and more exercise but I'm definitely looking at a cheat meal. And if I get the pad thai, I don't know if it sounds bad, but it's like if I don't have something for like 9 months or 6 months or a year, I'm probably going to order 2 portions because I want to have one to eat. And then if I finish it or don't finish it, I want another one. I don't know. I guess, I might not be the only one that would do something like that. But I think just the idea of being able to have that extra one, when you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to eat a little bit more. Because the worst part is like just getting one and then you finish it and then you're already craving it again or another food. Like you got to make sure you're taking care of yourself, of your favorite. Double up if you got the money, but not all the time though. But on a pad thai, oh my, chicken pad thai, oh my, 14-13 UNLV. Pad thai, chicken pad thai. Also been craving a little spaghetti. It doesn't have to have the spaghetti and meatball. It can, spaghetti's good no matter what. Sometimes people even do like the different type of sausage in the spaghetti. It all tastes good. As long as you're making the noodles, you got sauce, a little salt and pepper. Yeah, I need some of that. One day. Oh, Dan Mullen named UNLV head coach last Thursday. Florida head coach in 2018 to 2021, 34-15 record, 29-17 Mississippi State. He's like, I'm ready. Dana's going to have some probably pretty good success there at UNLV. I mean, they're already getting to a point where they're ranked in the top 25 like Memphis. You can win 10 games in the pass regime. He might be the guy that can get them to 11. Be exciting. They're going to definitely recruit better now because he's there. Cool to be able to see those kind of smaller schools have a little bit of pub and love. It doesn't have to be always about the top 5 or 10 all the time. Little floater. There we go. Go, baby, go. 40. Hit him with the little juke at the end. There, Jesus. Move the chains. First down, Rebels. Okay. Oh, interesting STL. Shotgun set. Snap is low. Missing 1, 2, 3. California Golden Bears is like, I don't care. We'll get you down at some point, James. Minimal gain. Second down. Less than 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And it's a good one. I mean, you got UNLV is ranked 24th in the nation. They're 10-3. Cal is 6-6. So this was just like Memphis. That was ranked 25th last night in the stream. And West Virginia was also 6-6. Memphis was up 17-0, but West Virginia went off for like almost 37 unanswered. Yeah, they lost by 5, but they made it fun. This one has been lower scoring, but I'll start there on UNLV. But of course, pass incomplete. They're like, oh, we won't call it. But this one, it could come down to whoever has the ball last, and that could be exciting as well, even if it only gets into the 20s. Third down and 11. Shotgun set. Blitz coming. Good footwork. Going deep. Got a man. One-on-one. Incomplete. Just out of reach. Harrison coverage. The spaghetti. And spaghetti is undefeated for leftovers. Like, it's just, to me, it's like the best. It's up there. It's like you can eat it hot. You can eat it cold. It doesn't matter. You have a personal preference. You can eat it a couple times and leftovers hot, and then all of a sudden you want to, have a bowl of it cold. I like the transition, like it doesn't always have to be one or the other, and the taste is always good. Paisley's in here now. She says, I miss you, Daddy. eat all your dinner? Are you listening? My pup is wanting all the attention. 5 wide, shotgun set. Little slant. Kamenon. I gotta keep working. I'm not done yet. Okay, I'll be done in a little bit. All right. You want to lay down? You can lay down over here. Lay down next to that over here. Okay. Lay down over there. Have a good night for all the people that have to dip. And then we'll be live tomorrow for Broncos Chargers. Super excited about that. And hopefully you guys will be able to be there if you're free. 3rd down and 4. Oh, a little shake and bake. A little spin move. Oh, baby. 1st down. Golden Bears. Paisley giving me the death stare. Darth Vader. Darth Maul. Oh, she's just giving me the, I miss you, Dad. I want some more food, Dad. Love you, Dad. Oh, dancing again. All right, I think I have to check to see. I'm going to have to see what kind of food. You might need some more. I'll be right back. Got to take care of the pup. All right, I'm back. When the pup is hungry, the pup is hungry. 4th down and 4. California not able to move the chains. UNLV with another chance here in the 3rd quarter. Return. Getting clipped there at the 20-yard line. Good tackle by the Golden Bears. 5:04 left in the 3rd. Rebels up by 1. It's going to be spicy here for the next 13 days, 14 days. There's going to be so much amazing, everything on the line type of games. And again, that you go all year for this time of year. Got to soak it up. I mean, we're going to, what in a blink of an eye, the college football playoff will be over and we'll be past the Super Bowl. We'll be talking about the draft, transitioning into NASCAR and baseball and basketball, college and NBA. NHL. Soak it in. got going on? Sonic 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I mean, the games on the Sega Genesis are badass. Like any of those old school games on the Sega are just, it's a vibe. I like going back in time and having those vibes. PS2, 64. Oh, I gotta check up on Paisley. Hold on. Paisley, no. Oh, we're almost there. 3 more. 18 doll hairs. 82 to go. First down and 10. 14-13 UNLV. Handoff. Up the gut. Rumbling and a bumbling. Almost a first down. Gain of 9. Second and 1. He's got some good vision and speed for being kind of like a smaller back there. First down, Rebels. Jaden Thomas. He might not be no Anthony Thomas, but he's got a little wiggle to him. Shit, that's terrible. But I guess, I mean, it's not dead last. It's not 32 out of 32, but I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. 31 and 32 is pretty much, you know, like how much worse, you know, in the 32 to the 31, it's probably, I would assume, pretty close. That one will be interesting. The battle of the teams that used to be good, but now that they're not average or mid, they're just, you know, kind of a disappointment to those fan bases that normally go undefeated or, you know, lose a game and, you know, not going from, you know, being on the top and now not being on the top. But that will be a good one. I'll watch that one for sure. Patrick Surtain is out tomorrow. Is that correct, or is he playing? He looked like he got hurt pretty bad towards the end of the game. Hopefully he's out there. But Benito has been, like, amazing. Like, one of the better defensive player of the year candidates. Like, he's been incredible. Nice tackle by the Golden Bears, looking like the LSU Tigers out there. Nice stop there on Haj. 4th down. This one is actually a little bit more competitive than maybe we initially thought. Could be. Team that's got the ball last. 3 minutes to go in the third. Another punt here by the Rebels. I'm waiting for that big splash play that all those that we saw in the first half went. Oh! Crazy tackle on the sideline. Well, if you ended up watching that Bronco game, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's a tough player, so I mean, you have to look at the designation of the injury and see if he's playing or not. I mean, it is Wednesday, so game is tomorrow. If the game was on Sunday, then but hopefully he plays. Paisley's in here. She got food, and then she got some more food, wants to play. So she'll get the head scratch. Tight end screen. 2.5 yards. Paisley getting the head scratches. She says thanks. Yeah, O-line is the best, man. Gotta have one. If you don't got one, it's hard to win. Gas in the car. Hey, what makes the offense go? Blitz up the middle, incomplete. 3rd down and 7. Paisley's ready to play. She says, Dad. Maybe she's ready to walk, but we got to finish. 3rd quarter's almost over. And I think it'll end up being pretty good in our finish, and then we'll be able to play. Maybe watch some Shameless later. Uh-oh. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Pick it up. Oh, my God. Wow. Big turnover by UNLV. How can you throw that football as a lateral and then not really fully go after it? Like, oh, my. Philly, Denver, Tampa, Buffalo, Detroit, Green Bay, Commanders. Interesting. I like stats like this. I feel like you kind of puts things into perspective and whatnot. I was about to say, do you have like the other ones after that? And as soon as I said that's the farm touchdown, Rebels. Oh, man. Kylan James with the tutty. He might not be LaMichael, but he's Kylan, and he's in. 23-yarder, 2013 Rebels. Ravens 8th, KC 9th, Vikings 10th. That's man, Vikings have got the 10th best offensive line, and then their defense turned into a monster this year to help Sam Darnold out with that record. Interesting. Top 10 offensive line, good defense. That'll equate to a good record a lot of times. That's interesting. All the double teams. Wow, look at that precision with the 3 double teams. You don't see precision like that. And that opened everything up. He said, goodbye. I am LaMichael James. Wow. .213 left. Paisley misses Dad. Says, please scratch my head. Give me a neck massage. Give me food. Take me on a walk. I will soon. Got to multitask. Oh, South Dakota State versus North Dakota State. FCS Championship semifinals. Oh, the South Dakota, Montana State. Yeah, Miners and Bulls are dogs. Short game there on first down. All right, Cal, you're down by 8. Time to score. Oh, timeout called. Jackson Woodard. Great night. 10 tackles, 2 PBUs, and we're only in the third quarter. Can I lay down over here? Lay down with Dad over here? Lay down over here, Daddy. Lay down. Lay down. McGlinch. That was like one of the best executions of the 3 doubling up that I've seen all season. That's why bowl games and the college football playoff are good, because sometimes you're going to see things that you might not have seen all season. Second down and 5. Man in motion, shotgun set. Run right up the gut. First down, Bears. Move chains. Thomas moving the chains again. I got to be able to go for that deep option throw that they did in the first half. Cripps left. Tight end is in motion. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he got popped. Short game. Paisley loves Dad. Now she's laying on my feet. She misses Dad. One more quarter, Paisley. 7 and 5, 21-13, UNLV. Yeah, things turned around quite quickly, where things could have been a disaster for, if they didn't get Nix or Peyton, and depending on how they played, things could have been bad for 3, 4, 5 years, where you have to make up that ground and then try to, get competitive again. So to not really have a, drop off or a rebuild period. And, now looking forward, besides injuries, that the outlook looks pretty good. Got some of the main things that needed to be shored up, fixed, and still need to add some other position groups. Tomorrow will be fun. Oh, good tackle by the Rebels. Oh, TFL. McDuffie bringing the heat. And that's not OJ. Into the third quarter, 21-13 Rebels. Beautiful drone shot there. Downtown LA. Yeah, you might get both. You might get Herbert and Bo both making it, Both defenses have been pretty good. I think I would probably lean Broncos as of late, though. Nick Bonito, man, that's the guy. This guy, he's kind of good. Yeah, huge disappointment. That was supposed to be like the next big thing to save Kyler and to have a person break out as a top 10 receiver as a rookie. I mean, that was the expectation. Top 10 or top 20, but preferably top 10 based on your name. Pick 6 tomorrow for Benito could happen. As far as the schedule, this is going to be the first time or the second time that Bo Nix and Herbert. This will be at least the first primetime game, unless they play again shortly in a couple weeks. But looking forward to the Nix Herbert matchup. Really fun. Both teams have defense. Both teams have better coaches than what they previously had. So, and both are looking at playoff position spots with the Chiefs. Like, it's cool to be able to see teams get better, not get worse. Yeah, that stinks. Hopefully that'll get better. And then, Gino can put up bigger numbers. Second down and 12. Shotgun set. Blitz off the edge. Incomplete. Batted down at the line by the Rebels. Third down and 12. Benito. CJ Harris, Jameis Winston is towel on head and going into tent. And night is done, it looks like. Everyone gets hurt for the California Golden Bears, apparently. 12 noon, you know what time it is? Time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Cal's got to find a way. I mean, it's like they're close. Their defense is trying to keep them in it. It's like, nobody's in the 30s or the 40s or the 50s. But you're running out of time here in the fourth quarter. It's like you got to be able to get points, at least 3 on the next drive. Because, you only got 14 minutes left. Half of that time is going to be chunked away from UNLV. But you got 2 more possessions to try to get 8, or this game is done. And then you got to hope the defense doesn't give up anymore. And if they do, only 3. Come on, Cal. Cole in the building. What's good? Appreciate you liking the post and supporting. Hopefully work was good. And if it wasn't, glad that you're here. Hang out for a little bit before you have to, do what you got to do. You got 14:50 left. So I'll be here online for not that much longer, maybe 30 minutes. But, we'll make the most of this last 30 minutes for sure. And then we're going to get into Bo Nix and Justin Herbert tomorrow on Thursday Night Football. College football playoff on Friday and Saturday. Indiana and Notre Dame stream on Friday. And Tennessee and Ohio State stream on Saturday. Let's fucking go. It's going to be awesome. Then I got to take Paisley on a long, long walk, eat some dinner, watch some Shameless, or maybe Walking Dead, or maybe something else. Dos Equis. Go for Dos. Oh, busy today? It was busy on a Wednesday, huh? Go for dose. Go for dose. Should be good. Could go either way. It should be exciting. Go Ducks. CJ Harris, I wish he didn't get injured. I mean, he was really, he was just trying to do too much right there, doing the spin move. It's like 3rd down and 30, and you're just going to run and try to do a spin move. Like, you're almost asking to get out of the game. Like, why not try to throw for a 1st down? Come on, my guy. I mean, if he would have just been able to chuck it, maybe they get PI and then they get into scoring range a little bit easier. Like, you made it kind of tough now. Injuries stink in football. Williams, he's like, I'm ready. All I got to do is go 95 yards. But you got an 8-point lead. You just need to be efficient and get a couple 1st downs. Cal needs to stop. Preferably 3 and out here, but the likelihood of that happening is like 0. Three and a half yards on the first play. Second down and 7. Oh, 2 more. Smash that like button for your boy. Oh, he'll keep her. Go, go. Williams. Okay, 1st down. Running Rebels. Move the chains. Sometimes you can just tell with certain offensive pieces and the way the offensive line or tight ends have been blocking. Certain teams are just out of their league or outmatched. There's been a lot of strategy in this matchup. I like seeing like lower teams play like the big boys. And then the creativity on some of the play calling, even the big boys aren't doing some of these plays, which they will now because they'll copycat. But it's cool when it comes from like a lower team. Like you're going to see teams with that push pass, that UNLV did. You're going to see that in the NFL and in college football, not only this year, but next year. Oh, 1st down. Rebels. Imposing their will. Williams and Thomas. There you go. That's dedication. Trying to get an injury while having the Christmas spirit, right? Shit happens like that sometimes. I was thinking about trying to, get some lights a couple days before Christmas when I have some extra money. I was thinking I can go 2 themes. I can go ducks, like green and yellow, but then I definitely have to have like a green or like a blue. Like, I definitely want to have like some extra lighting, put in this studio. I want to get into the holiday spirit. I like all the Christmas lights that have been put up in my neighborhood when I walk late at night with Paisley, and it's just me and her. It's nice. No dumbasses. No people walking their dogs. We can just have the whole neighborhood to ourselves. Hand off, up the gut, around the corner. Moving the chains. 1st down, Rebels. 1 1st down, 2 1st downs, 3 1st downs. All right, Thomas. And good teams obviously are going to bleed the clock. I mean, if you have a lead, especially when it's a comfortable lead, but it's not, the game's not over by any means, right? 1 possession still. You definitely run the ball, bleed the clock, but you got to have a good offensive line and a good running back and a good scheme and a tired defense, and you might have something cooking. There we go. Good stop finally there by the Golden Bears. Thomas is saying, hey, about time. How many first downs in a row do you want me to get before you stop me? Shotgun set, 2nd down and 9. Man in motion. Little toss to the outside, off the option. And that option fake. I like the creativity of the running Rebels here. De Jesus. Short gain, could have been a lot more, but again, for triple options, and when you end up running those like RPO type of plays, everything has to like blend together perfectly for it to work. And then you get that big play that ends up being that big first down or that big first down touchdown. And that's why, so often you only get 5 to 10 yards most of the time out of that play. Because it's like you get some of the pieces clicking, but not everyone is on the same page. Dip! Oh, intercepted! Oh, he dropped it! How does he drop that pick? Even Paisley left the room. She couldn't even believe it. Look at this effort right here. Boop! TJ Watt. Oh, and it bounced off his helmet. He tipped it in the air, and then it went off his helmet. Come on, brother. Oh, brutal. That could have been a huge field position swing. But they get the football back. But imagine if the football is there. I mean, we're only talking about like 1 or 2 first downs, and then the game is probably tied. They got some work to do. Wake Forest. Wake Forest is a downgrade to Washington State. I don't know. But also, too, we have appreciation for Oregon and Washington teams, and usually outsiders do not. So, maybe going to a team in the Midwest or East Coast gets you more prominence, and maybe it means more. But again, like I was mentioning before, look at all the teams that left the Pac-12 and have had good success. We thought Utah was going to be good. Arizona State was ranked last, to be picked last in the division, wins the Big 12. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, if I'm doing coaching and whatnot, I'm staying Washington State, and then something. If I'm gonna leave, it would have to be something bigger than fucking Wake Forest. Yeah, well, you know how it goes, and anything that we typically talk about, if it doesn't make statistical sense or logical sense, the only other option is money, right? Getting more money or more benefits. Like you get more things at this particular location, whatever those things may be, car or, bigger, more luxurious locker room and amenities, with, everyone's got a fucking lazy boy in the locker room. Like, some places are kind of swagged out. If you've seen any of these, multi-million-dollar college football locker rooms, they have video game stations, and we're not just talking about foosball and pool. I mean, things have kind of upgraded quite a bit now. TVs in each little locker. If they want to watch something, some of them are very on the luxury side. I would definitely if I could be one of those people that could visit and see what that experience is like. I mean, you can watch it on YouTube and whatnot, but being in there in person would be wild. I mean, I've watched more than just Oregon's. There's quite a few of schools that have some really cool, customized things that make them special. Yeah, but you can definitely tell what boosters and what schools have more millions than others. I think it's cool to be able to splurge on the players. They were making so much money off of them all those years. It's make sure you take care of the players, and obviously people have plenty of money. Some players are going to appreciate it. Some are going to take it for granted. And, the college football now is like a business. It's not like it was before. There's like millions of dollars on the line per superstar, advertising, branding. And then the next level for some of them. Oh, nice keeper. But most of the people that are going to be millionaires in college, they're going to be multimillionaires, on that next level. They're not going to give the big money to just someone that might, There's going to be obviously some that will take a chance on a guy that's, borderline, they think that has the shot to do something. But most of them, it's like that established, player. 2nd down and 10. Like, Travis Hunter, the social media Heisman winner, right? The real winner, Ashton Genty. Oh, deflected. Rebels pick it up and score. They're like, oh, touchdown. Not so fast. 8:57 left in the 4th, up by 8. Yeah. I just spent time with Paisley, Maybe a couple other people once a month, maybe, but sometimes, it's nice to, kind of be private and just, enjoy your peace, Oh, big fucking hit. Man, did you hear that? The clickety-clack on those pads, and then we got a player down. Oh boy, it was trying to decapitate him 300 style. Jesus. TJ Session is down. I mean, especially when you can hear the contact way, through the TV and through all the microphones that they have. That's. But he's okay. College football. Playoffs, baby. Can't wait to do those games. Indiana, Notre Dame. Boom. Friday. That's what we're doing. Tennessee, Ohio State on Saturday over NFL. Boom. That's what we're doing. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, what you start to realize as you get older, too, is sometimes less is more. Instead of having a bunch of acquaintances, but nobody that you can really rely on, just having maybe a couple, and sometimes if you get to a point where you're just spending most of the time with yourself or your pet or your job or whatever, or family only, I mean, and it's pretty small circle, there's nothing wrong with that, Take advantage of the peace of mind that you have. Because when you've been around toxic people and then all of a sudden you're not, you notice immediately. Your life changes for the better. Ooh, look at this return. The 50, the 40, blockers downfield. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Boom, shakalaka. First down, Rebels. Bum, 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 bum. But there's a flag on the play. Wow. What a play. .809 left, 21-13. A lot of athletes making some big plays. Good returns, good yak yards. Running backs, wide receivers making some wow plays. Special teams making some wow plays. Okay. The Artist Sport LA Bowl sponsored by Kronk. Go Ducks. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Can't wait to watch this weekend. Boom, 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 boom. Michael Penix Jr. It's like Michael Vick all over again. Boom, shakalaka. Like, I'm going to go out of my way to watch his games, even though I'm a Tampa fan. Like, it's going to be fun to just watch. You know, it's nice to see the progression of a player, especially one that you're rooting for. Oversized NFL logo. It's spinning. Swag, swag, swag. Let's go, baby. Fling it. Fling it. Touchdown. The swag look, the purple and the gold. You know, like, I feel like it's such an underrated, you know, because like a lot of people, oh, purple is a certain type of color, but it, like, this is more swaggy than the Vikings, you know, and you got the gold with it, like, you know, subtle details like that. Like, I could be a Duck fan, but I can see why the, you know, Husky, you know, jerseys and that vibe, and they got a unique look. Stylish for purple, like probably the most stylish that you could make it. Like, that's probably not the first idea that people came up with the gold with the purple, but god damn it, it blends in pretty goddamn nicely. Memorable. Certain colors just go really good together. Hand off up the gut. Is that Thomas? Thomas again. He says, playing like D'Anthony. Hard for Cal to get back into this game if they don't get a turnover. It's less than 8 minutes now. They need a punch out. They need a sack lunch, a strip sack, a pick six, a fumble for a touchdown. Time is running out because obviously right now they're tired and they're getting beat up front on the offensive line. So either now or never. If you don't get it here, because it feels like UNLV will get at least a field goal before the game is up. And touchdown is preferred because they're close now. Flag on the play. Yeah, gold, silver, adding that to teams' wardrobe is very cool. It stands out. I agree. Or if they do like the chrome, like Oregon did with the helmet. I like chrome looks too. Those are mirrored chrome for any team is cool. I just like the, you know, people being stylish and doing things differently. Second down and 10. Oh, 2 more likes to 20. Almost there. Oh, De Jesus in motion. Keeper. Oh, Malik Williams. He's trying to get away. Good tackle there by the Bears. Golden Bears. Wilkins, I see you. That's not Christian. Third down. All right, dig deep, Cal. I mean, you're 6-6. I mean, you're playing like West Virginia. You guys aren't, you know, getting blasted 21-0, so respect. I mean, we are in the college football playoff era, so you don't want to look like a, you know, an idiot on TV. You want to make sure that you're, you know, representing your school properly and you're fighting hard. So far, every bowl game has done that. Nobody's really gotten embarrassed yet. Very competitive. Oh, 12 noon, you know what time it is for a Golden Bear sack lunch? Yum, 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 yum. That was a huge play. They needed that. Fourth down. Okay, they're running out of time, but when they needed a play, they got it. Chittenden playing like Nick Bonito right here. Look at this. Bang! Good tackle. All right, last chance for Cal. 6 minutes and counting. Fourth down and 15. You assume you're not going to get a... Oh, they're going for a long field goal. No fucking way. 48-yarder. Kick is up. Oh, my God. No way. That might be game. Holy cow. He made it. 24-13. Yeah, 6 minutes left. But we'll see if Cal can at least score to make it interesting, to make it like 24-20. Oh, my God. Right in there. Lucky. 82. Chittenden. I hope Cal doesn't just roll over and die. Give me effort. Show me like a really badass play and get a touchdown. Like represent for your school. You know, play like an 8-4 team, even though you're 6-6. Give me some heart. 6:01 left. 24-13 UNLV. This one will be over pretty soon. 15 minutes or less. You know, let's see some effort plays, and then we'll got Bo Nix and Justin Herbert tomorrow. Let's fucking go. Indiana, Notre Dame on Friday. Let's fucking go. Tennessee and Ohio State on Saturday. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Michael Penix Jr., first start against the Giants. Let's fucking go. 24-13 Rebels. All right, show me some good football here in this last 6 minutes. I got dinner to eat. I got to be able to go on a long walk. Hopefully I don't get soaked in this Pacific Northwest weather. I got a really badass Oregon Columbia rain jacket as a gift. Oh my God, it's incredible. I haven't had like a actually stylish raincoat in a long, long time. Normally it's just like standard, you know, whatever. But when you're going on a walk with the dog, you can't have something too heavy. Nice little play action fake. I'm telling you, that Oregon Duck collab stuff with the Columbia, oh, man. I was impressed. Because that's what all I wear is duck gear. You know, the player issue duck sweats, you know, different Oregon jackets. I got a rep. And then the sweats are the green apple. So, you know. There you go. There's a green apple duck guy. There he is. With his crazy pup. Uh-oh, floater. No, I don't think so. But I will check. Let's take a look. No, nothing on the Cash App or the Venmo. Sometimes I'll get notifications early. Sometimes it's later. 24-13 UNLV. 5 minutes to go. Shotgun set. Get in the fucking end zone. Bouncing it to the outside. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Cut by the Chiefs. Picked up by the Saints today. Good luck with his PTSD, and hopefully that we'll see him on the football field before the season ends or next year. 2nd down and 8 in the Artist Sport LA Bowl. Man, I love this time of year. I'm really going to miss it. But luckily, I have things like NASCAR and baseball that will keep me distracted, and I'll really enjoy those things. Oh, tipped and incomplete. Love NFL, love college football, but then the NASCAR baseball season is very enjoyable for me. And hopefully the Mariners will be awesome this year. Get rid of the bad pieces, get some more good pieces, and let's have some goddamn success. Damn it. Let's win 90, 95, 100 games. What do you say? I wonder what our new hashtag thing will be this year. You know, if they're going to move on from Tridents Up, and, you know, they change it every year to something, whatever the team motto is. I'm ready. 3rd down and 8. Towards the sideline, one-handed grab attempt. Did he get it? Incomplete. Good effort, though, by King. Shit. He tried. Oh, man, he put his one hand out there. Fuck, good effort. I mean, just couldn't get the fingers squeezed on the ball, but he initially had it for a split second. Running hard towards the sideline, just sticking your mitt out there and squeezing, and just hopefully that you get the football. But if you don't got those, like, you know, big football hands, then you're not going to be able to, you know, clasp it, and that would have been a hell of a catch anyways for anybody. 4th down and 8. Here is the game on the line. Trips left, man in motion, shotgun set. They bring blitz, bootleg. Looking, and it's 12 noon. You know what time it is. Time for a sack, lunch, and a fumble. And pow, 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 pow. And then it's a turnover on downs. The game is over. Even though we got 4:04 left. It's over. It's over. It's over. At least it took them to the fourth quarter for it to be over, not the first quarter. So that's good. So, Captain, what's the most favorite looking forward to bowl game besides Alabama, Michigan? That's not a big one that looks exciting to you to watch. I mean, besides watching Washington themselves. You got another one? What about watching Miami and watching Cam Ward and Damian Martinez? Kind of looking forward to watching them. I mean, he might be better than Shedeur Sanders. I mean, the quarterback class is super weak, depending also if Quinn Ewers goes back to college or goes to the NFL, if he's eligible. Second down. All right, clock will just be ticking away. They can just hand it off. Hopefully get a few first downs, and then the game will be over. And then we'll be closer to Bo Nix and Justin Herbert. Got to throw up some photos of them. Let's go. Justin Herbert. He makes games exciting. Easy to root for. Likable guy. You know. Isn't going to fuck up your organization. And the better coaching and supporting cast he has, he could get a team to a AFC, NFC championship game or Super Bowl for before his career is over. I mean, he's typically a top 5, top 10 quarterback. Just needs a little bit of help. I always root for him. Shotgun set. Handoff. Bouncing it to the outside. Don't go out of bounds, dummy. Oh, here's another one. Oh, chrome. Eggshell. Bo Nix. Let's go. Exceeding the expectations in year number 1. Even if it took you to your third year, people, still had, some questions that needed to be answered, deservedly so. Same thing with Jaden Daniels. But we have a chance to have a nice little quarterback class with Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and now this. Let's go. I mean, even if Caleb doesn't pan out and Drake May doesn't pan out and J.J. McCarthy doesn't pan out, like if you end up having 3, that's a good number, to have in a draft class, especially if they can keep improving and getting better and better and, not only being faces of the franchise, but leading their teams to success that they haven't seen in a while or above and beyond Super Bowl, right? So. Oh, you like BYU, Colorado? Duke Ole Miss is another one. Oh, the Pop-Tarts Bowl has been around. I mean, they'll do anything now. Like, if you actually look at the names, I mean, there's always oddball. It's like whatever product or whatever it wants to pay, yeah. I mean, you can put it as a bowl. Syracuse, Washington State. Iowa State, Miami. Oh, peanut butter crunch bowl. Or like when they do like the Reese's, like Senior Bowl and whatnot. I like watching oddball shit like that. I know it's not for everyone, but I kind of look forward to, stuff like that. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how much you love football. Fourth down and 3. All right, Cal has another opportunity here to at least go out strong and finish. I mean, hell, I'll even take a field goal. I know sometimes people, they want to go for the touchdown or fucking nothing. It's like going for a field goal. Does it really matter if it's 24-13 or 24-16? I don't know. I think it does, but I get the coaching decision to go for all or nothing. But if you do, when you've already lost, 24-16 looks a hell of a lot better on the scorecard than 24-13. 24-13 looks like you got fucking smashed. 24-16 looks like you lost by 1 possession. Mr. Clean Toilet Bowl. Jameis Winston Crab Shack Bowl. Dairy Queen Peanut Butter Parfait Bowl. Dairy Queen Dilly Bar Bowl. Oh, incomplete. Now it's getting sloppy for Cal. Oh, you would love that. And on all the fans in the bowl, it's just them. You would love that. Hardest Sport LA Bowl sponsored by Gronk. 24-13 UNLV. Up by 11. Let's see if Cal can finish strong. They've had a lot of injuries at quarterback and other positions in this game. Throw towards to the sideline to nobody. Pass incomplete. Waffle House. I get jealous when I see people eat the Waffle House, like when I see like the photos. Like I can dream and whatnot, but like I could definitely go for like an oversized chicken and waffle, you know, and I don't mind like Nashville, you know, the hot chicken, like the different types. Like there's a couple places here in Oregon and Washington that serve it, like Sisters and Brothers, and I love that type of style. I mean, I can always get fried chicken, but I mean, fried chicken with like a little bit of a twist. You get the spice, the heat, the hot. I don't know. Kind of like that. I like the hot, spicy food once in a while to make you feel alive. What a catch. Messiah Martin. Play action fake. Going long, going deep. Sideline. 1-on-2 and double coverage. Incomplete. Second down and 10. When you go to like a Waffle House, what else do they have that's good? So you have the waffle, the chicken and waffle, the syrup, and you know the different chicken and whatnot. But like, what's the other item that is like separates Waffle House and from other places? Do they have like a good homemade mac and cheese? Like, do they? What are their sides like? You know, I like to be able to find places that have good sides also, like mozzarella sticks or you know cheesy fries or whatever their thing is. Oh, nice run here. Bobbing and weaving. First down, Bears. Here we go. Nice effort here in the last 3 minutes. And hopefully they can get a touchdown to make it 24-20. That'd be a great way to finish this stream off. Shotgun set. Run it, baby. Oh. Takes a big pop there in the hip, but gets up immediately. Like when you get these quarterbacks, you know, that kind of make the decision late to run, you got to make it right away. But again, obviously it wasn't a design run quarterback play. But sometimes that difference in being able to realize I got to run now instead of a second later might be the difference between 5 yards and 25 yards. Third down and 6, throw to the sideline, incomplete. Cameron. Come on, Cameron. 2-minute timeout. All right. We got about 10 minutes left in this stream. Your boy is hungry, and I need to go exercise. Going on a long walk in the dark in the neighborhood with the pup. And then maybe watching some Shameless afterwards. One day there probably will be, you know. anything, right? There's an app, Hulu Bowl, Disney Plus Bowl, Netflix Bowl, right? Apple TV Plus Bowl. It just depends if they want to have the money for it. Peach Bowl. Nick Bonito. Can't wait to see him tomorrow. Touchdown, Bonito. J Herb tomorrow. Bo Nix. J Herb. J Herb. Bo Nix. Looking forward to this tomorrow. J Herb, Bo Nix. Bo Nix, J Herb. I really like the, Herbert story, growing up in the Eugene area, local kid, and then, putting us on the map. This was a big deal. He will always be one of my favorites in the program, no matter what. And he's got potential to, be one of the best that we've ever had. Hopefully he can live up to that potential and have the right coach and the right team and the right supporting cast, and, and then he'll get an opportunity or two to make something happen before his career is up. Super talented. Just needs a little guidance, like all of us do. 4th down and 6. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you got to keep it. You got to keep it what it was in college, right? If you can. Keeping that legacy going. Victory formation. It's cool, too, because then if you end up making it custom, you can make it a Nix or you can make it a Herbert, and obviously Herbert with the nameplate it would be harder because of how many letters. You typically can only fit 5 if it's like 3.5 inch for like a custom jersey. But with Nix, you can definitely do that. But you can end up doing like, J Herb, you can do like that, like a nickname. You got to think outside the box sometimes if you want a custom jersey. Nice win for UNLV, bouncing back. I really wanted to see my boy playing, But again, lots of cool plays that ended up happening. And it had good entertainment, and it wasn't actually over until the 4th. So wanted to see a little bit more grit and fight, but again, Cal is only a 6-6 team, just like West Virginia. So you can only expect so much, but tying the school record with 11 wins, way to finish strong with your best receiver not even playing in this game and still getting a good dub. Good for them. Ties the school record for the Rebels. Very cool. Tomorrow's stream. Denver Broncos. Los Angeles Dodgers. Justin Herbert. Bo Nix. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tomorrow will be fun. Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Any photos for the people that donated that you want to see here at the end? Captain, STL, Reflect, out of the three of y'all. Final score, UNLV 24, California Golden Bears 13. We'll go down these photos one last time. You want anything else, you let me know. Take a look at some greatness before we leave. Can't wait. Oh, Nick Bonito. That's who I'm watching tomorrow on the defense out of everybody. Must see TV. Must see TV. Justin Herbert, Bo Nix tomorrow. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all the people that liked, sub, donated, commented, and shared. Final score in the Active Sport LA Bowl, sponsored by Gronk. UNLV 24, California 13. And I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I am out. Guys.